What's your nickname? Welcome, everybody. We are live at the Bike, the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California, just outside of Los Angeles. My name is Denny Williams. I'm the tournament director here, and I get a very special guest, Robert Turner's wife. This is Charity Perry.
Tony.
Hi, Charity. How are you?
If they ask me which Tony, I have three Tony plays this game. I say Corvette Tony. Persian Tony.
This is a $500 buy-in, no-limit hold'em game. It's in progress. All these players said they wanted to be on internet television, and that's exactly what we're doing with Live at the Bike. We do this Wednesday through Saturdays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is one of the bigger buy-in no-limit games that we offer here.
Like the big one? What's up, Amy?
Now, Charity, you like the high-low split games a little better, don't you? Is that your choice?
That's my choice of game. Omaha or stud high-low.
And you're going to play in a little tournament we have tonight, which is no limit. We have a Valentine's Sweetheart Weekend, starts today. And tonight's event is a Headhunter No Limit Hold'em, where the buy-in is $55, a $10 entry fee, and it's a shootout format. It's going to be the men against the women tonight at the Bike. You still have time to come down and sign up for that. The tournament starts at 7:15. 7:15.
Okay, I see the chips out there.
Or tomorrow we have the date night. Bring a date.
That's right. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 2:15. It's a tag team, so the guy and the girl will play on the same team, and that's going to be limit hold'em until we hit the final table, and then it'll be a no-limit game. And then on Sunday, it's our annual Queen of Hearts tournament for ladies only.
140.
Queen of Hearts. And that is going to be a headhunter, and first time ever with a buy-in for the tournament. It used to be a free roll tournament. We decided we wanted to get the prize pool a little bigger, so we're making it a buy-in for the ladies. It costs them a total of $35, I believe it is. And that'll happen 2 o'clock on Sunday. Live at the Bike, where we get to show you their whole cards. Nobody in the casino gets to see them except for you on the internet there. You see a little square box in front of each player. There's a camera in there. And when they place their cards over the hole there, it will show us what they have, and we'll put them up as fast as we can to show you. We also have right next to the dealer what's called a rabbit cam. Sometimes we like to see what the next card coming off the deck would be. And it's not a practice we allow the players to do, but for broadcast purposes, we put one in there. There's a microphone on the table, right by seat 9 there.
Yes,
so we can hear the chatter at the table. The gentleman in seat 9 there, his name is Mo. He's the No Limit host here at the Bike.
That's just for here. They said in background that Tony Corvette is like
another hostess in the game there, seat number 2, Yulette.
What do you want to
also a No Limit host. This is a $500 buy-in No Limit hold'em game. Can't buy in for less, can't buy in for more.
Raise
to $30. The blinds here are 5 and 10, I believe. Might be even 5 and 5. I'm going to double check on that.
Tony Corvette.
Looks like we have a seat open if you'd like to come down and play live at the Bike. Bring your $500, come on down. We'll have you sign a little photo release, and you'll be in the game.
Play out of deck. It means he doesn't say play out of deck. I mean, you can't play out of deck. There's only one deck there.
That's right.
Charity, you're being awful quiet here.
Small one,
Don't even know you're sitting here.
That's rare. We have a few other well-known players in the game. We have George Chang.
George, yeah. seat is he in? We haven't got the list yet of all the players who's coming.
I have George in seat 4.
Oh, there he is. Okay. He was back to us. That's why I couldn't see
More
him.
money. More money. I like that. You know Eddie?
You know, Mo, our host in seat 9 there, he has a reputation for paying for, we have a massage service at the table here at the bike. And he's got a reputation of picking up the tab for his customers between like 4 and 7 at night. Or 4 and 6.
I have Straight here in seat 4.
75.
Seat 4, that's George, right?
Yeah, George has a little.
Ace is up in seat number 5. They're head up now. King's not going to help.
Looks like George takes that pot. No?
They both checked it. Yeah, George will win. They both checked. Nobody bet. All right, here's the lineup here in seat number 1. Seat number 1, we have Mr. Kim. Seat number 2 is Yulette, one of our hostesses. Tony in seat 3. Seat number 4 is George. And seat number 5, gentleman's name is Angel. Seat number 6 is open. Robert's in seat 7. Damon in seat 8. And Mo Money, our No Limit host, is in seat number 9. That's the lineup in this $500 buy No Limit Hold'em game.
3 players.
So, married to Robert Turner, that's got to be quite an exciting life, huh? An experience?
Yeah, it's an experience.
Robert's a great guy.
Wonderful person. One of the top players.
You've known Robert for years.
I don't know anything. I didn't come with it. I just come up here and I do. That's it.
Years and years.
There we go.
Smile.
Everybody got your sunscreen?
It's no cost. But I sometimes do that just because I don't know.
Seat number 8.
For the $5 archive.
Tony, believe me,
You
in
got
10
it with
minutes,
a pair of
it's
10s.
going to be okay.
You know, not in this game, but we do have a lot of jackpot poker here at the bike. In our other 2 No Limit games, we have a $100 buy-in and a $200 buy-in. The jackpot right now, listen to this, folks, $85,000. We have an $85,000
Not in
jackpot
city,
for No
all
Limit
over the world.
Hold'em
In your country,
for the $100
they are
and
watching you.
$200 buy-in.
That's the best.
Do you know how you win a jackpot, Charity?
What are the rules here at the bike? I am not.
The rules are you got to have aces full of 10s or better beaten by 4 of a kind or better. And if you get beaten, you win 50% of the jackpot. The winning hand gets 25%. And then all the players that were dealt in that hand will split the other 25% among themselves.
Go ahead.
And usually when it gets that high, it normally
See what I have.
is hit.
I don't know what I have.
Well, there's been predictions that it's going to reach 100,000. We'll have to see.
Tony, don't bluff.
Wow.
That's another 2 weeks
Okay.
away.
Wow.
I think they've been adding 1,000 a day to the jackpot board.
I'm not going to raise it.
Don't raise me. Shine.
Flush draw,
sir.
seat 3.
That's easy enough.
Oh, it's here. My foot is here.
If you like tournament action, the Bicycle Casino is the place to be. We have tournaments just about every day of the year. From small buy-ins of $10 all the way up to our Granddaddy, which is the No Limit Championship during our Legends of Poker. It's a $5,000 buy-in event.
I have 2 pairs.
This March 3rd through the 28th, we have our 16th
Yeah, I
annual
like
Win-In
it,
of the
right?
Green tournaments.
I lay down just because of
These tournaments will be $100 up to $2,500 buy-ins. And we have a 50,000 added Best All-Around Point Championship with that tournament. If you need more information, while you're on your computer there, click the tournament tab and look for Win-In of the Green. And pull up the schedule, see which
Thank you
events
very much.
you might want to play.
There are 6 players.
Robert.
Got 6-way action here. A
Exactly the
little
same
low ball flop,
Sure.
it looks like.
Over and over.
I check.
A couple
7,
players have
5.
5s. Seat 2, seat 8, got a pair of 5s. Seat 9, pair of 3s. Most of these guys are all folding though. Nobody's going to call. Seat 8 picks up the hand with his pair of 5, 7-5. Here comes Robert Turner. I think your wife's a little mic shy here, Robert. She talks and talks and talks when she's not under this pressure, but she's been quiet as a mouse.
Also, I don't know if you heard there was a floor person coming around to scan the classic cards for the bike. That's pay while you play here at the bike. Very popular promotion with customers.
That's right. You need
paid to play here. It's
25 hours in the month, and after that you get like $5 an hour in these higher limit games, yellow chip games.
2 players.
I'll check you.
You get free food in all the games. In the upper limit section, it takes 1 point. You get a point every hour. And the lower limit games, it takes 3 points. You get a free meal. We have an ATM-like machine where you just take your classic club card, swipe it, punch in that you want a food comp, and it'll print it right out. Just give it to your waiter or waitress. You're all set.
I thought we were better friends than that.
And the Bicycle Casino is the only casino that offers that.
That's true. We have a tableside food service, as you can see. George eating looks like an Asian dish, noodles, soup.
$35.
35.
Here, give him another $35.
It's a very friendly game.
So would you like the big one?
Well, Robert, we got a seat open there for you.
I was hungry. You spend that much buying me dinner, right?
Robert wants to go try and fill that seat. He said he'll come back in later. Hey, if we get any new players out there and you're not quite sure that you got it down yet how to play the game, we offer free poker lessons here at the bike. Our dean of our poker college is Sharon Silvis. Sharon runs the Welcome Center here, the concierge, and she'd be more than happy to teach you how to play any poker game that you would like. You can call Sharon to make an appointment at area code 562-806-4646 and just ask for Sharon at the Welcome Center.
Thank you, Blair.
Remember, one thing to remember when you're playing poker, you don't want to treat the players bad that you're playing against because you want new money at the table all the time. So you got to welcome the new players and don't intimidate them. Make them feel as comfortable as possible. It doesn't take long to get comfortable in the game, but I know for some it is a little intimidating to walk into a huge casino with over 100 tables and sit down with a bunch of strangers.
They're mostly talking over what you guys are saying.
Okay, I didn't know they could hear us talk. I keep my mouth shut now.
They raised to 25.
One of the players said, I didn't know they could hear us. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Don't do that. He'll ruin all the fun for
There
us.
you go.
No call, sir. I please have one blue
You
chip.
married?
So I need a blue chip to
You married?
make a modified draw.
You married? We have
No.
no?
No, I was.
That's a 50-cent chip, sir.
I thought you married.
It is
I was
around
going to
dinner
say
time, so
on the
everybody.
air that you were
eating
talking to
there.
that lady
Yeah.
that night.
I'll
Yeah.
bring you a picture. I'll bring you a picture.
Big blind player.
Well, my girlfriend's supposed to come down. Oh, I'll tell her. Okay, I'll tell her. Yeah.
We are live at the Bicycle Casino, which is in Bell Gardens, just outside of Los Angeles. We're at the 710 freeway and Florence Avenue exit. This is a $500 buy-in, no limit hold'em game. Chips you see, the yellow chips are $5 chips. If you see any white with blue, those are dollar chips, and purple chips are $25. There's some purple chips and some yellow and a few dollar chips on the left side of the screen. We're head up now, seat 1 and 2, ace, king, pocket jacks.
Looks like the jacks still.
Jacks are high.
Have it
There's
there.
a 9. Uh-oh.
Everybody
They're
has
both
a
looking
flush
for
draw.
a heart here. They both have a flush draw. Jacks are still high. That's Roulette. Look at this. The ace king's not taking any
All in.
chances. He's moving all in. Roulette, let's see what she's going to do. She's got to worry about a flush, worry about if he has queen. She's going to lay it down. That was a good bet by seat 1 there, Mr. Kim. He probably showed her the ace of hearts. He showed her one card. That would have been a good rabbit cam. I should have thought about that.
Don't forget you can visit www.thebike.com. Check out all of the tournament action we have here at the bike. We have the Sweethearts Weekend this weekend. Play against him, play with him, or play without him.
What do you prefer?
Playing with him. He's so much fun.
Well, with Robert, there's so much to play with, too.
This is true. Okay, Denny, thanks for having me. I'll
All right,
see you
you go
later.
get ready for that tournament
Ready
and
for your
play
first
well,
tournament.
okay?
Okay.
Over there?
Got Russ Fox coming into the booth now. Russ was here in January when we had the Escargot tournament. We had a great weekend. A lot of fun. Hi, Russ.
Hey, Denny. How are you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for finding time. I know you're busy this time of year with taxes and everything.
Well, it's the only reason I'm here. I did my parents' return last night in the valley, and rather than driving all the way home in the rain
Two players.
to where I live in Orange County, I decided to spend the day having fun playing No
1,000
Limit.
behind,
Right.
6.
So how you doing today?
I'm up quite a bit.
Good, good. Can I borrow 100?
I charge low interest.
All in 325.
Well, we have a hand here.
Yeah, someone that went all in, 325. That's seat number 7 with Jack 8. He's got a pair of 8s and 4s.
325.
Seat 1 just bought a pot last hand. Now he's got the best hand.
If he can figure that out.
Last hand he had ace king and Roulette had jacks, and he moved all in, and Roulette threw her jacks away. She had the best hand. Now we're in a reverse situation here with a different player.
It's Mr. Kim in seat 1. And
Yes.
tough decision when you have a possible straight, possible flush draw, and somebody could have, 10s or higher. Pair of 9s doesn't look particularly good.
No.
It's going to be hard for him to call.
Yeah, he lays it down.
Face up.
Face up. Let's see if he shows.
And he does.
He does. Oh,
Awesome.
Mr. Kim doesn't like that. Now, I personally, I wouldn't give that information away.
Well, Robert did, and whether it'll cost him or not,
Yeah.
it's one of these things, and No Limit, you set up plays, and 3 hours from now, it might come back. Might not.
Would you like a hand, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Almost $10. Is that a problem?
Real big.
No. Okay.
I don't know what she's going to sell it for.
There's Al J, seat number 6.
I'm up. For better view. Yeah, they're saying the cover.
Do you ever play this game, the 500 buy-in?
I've played it, but not here at the bike. I've played the unlimited buy-in in Las Vegas on several occasions. I guess it's raised and folded out of the hand. Pocket queens, I can understand that. Jack 3.
Jack 3.
Rule 13 hand against pocket queens is not particularly good.
I'm going to see tomorrow. Review. I'm going to see tomorrow. You're lying or not? Actually, you're joking. Thebike.com? Thebike.com? Links from live at bike. You go bike.com.
No, high kings.
Okay, now you're getting down. In half an hour, you're going to pocket deuces, right?
Queens.
Oh, see?
And he's actually telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, poker players don't lie.
You had 8 queen. Offsuit.
You'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw it already.
Nothing bad about it. If you keep coming to the same casino, you're not going to know how you play.
All right, looks like we got a 4-way action.
You think I saw
1,
that?
4,
There are
5,
four
and
players.
7.
And a flop that seat 5 is
Even
going
if
to
they
like,
know, I'm
and
going to do the same thing.
a lot.
26. Yes, sir.
I don't know why C7 played that hand.
Well, man, if the bet was 20, he called 15. He didn't know it was 20. He wants to know if he
Well,
can take it
deuce
back.
4 has some value. I mean, he has a possible flush, and he has 2 suited cards. Flop of ace 3 5,
Well,
and
two
we'll
players.
put him on the deuce 4.
Oh, that's for sure.
But as it turns out, the ace is out of the pot.
50.
We have food.
And the pair of 7s is able to bet out of us and win the pot.
Hit him.
Sometimes it is hard to read how many chips are in the pot.
Bright lights for
I
television.
can tell you right now there's 5 blue chips for the small blind,
And
That's
10.
50.
it's 5-10 blind. Is that
Yeah,
correct,
it's
Russ?
5 and 10.
Yeah.
And the raise is to 50. And that takes down the pot.
I tried to call her.
Not much action there.
No. Big no limit hands, you usually get 2 either very good hands, 2 drawing hands, or 2 people getting pieces of the pot. Excuse me, the flop.
Excuse me. Pass that card over to this player.
No
Thank
limit
you.
can be considered hours and hours of boredom followed
That's right. It's a game of patience.
But if you want to play it, you can do it at the bike, and you don't have to play for $500. You can play for $100 in some games that are quite good and, to be honest, quite profitable.
Yeah, and we got a very big jackpot right now. $85,000 for $100 and $200 buy-in no limit games.
4 players. Not bad. Out.
Aces full of 10s or better, beaten by 4 of a kind or better, wins that jackpot. Just keeps growing and growing and growing.
30.
The bet of 30 by
All blinds bet.
the pair of 9s.
Big blinds bet. What do they call it?
Pair of 9s.
9s with a 4.
See, I don't, even though they're suited, I don't play hands like that.
Well, he was in the big blind.
Well,
he
then-
got in
then-
for free.
then he's
It's
got
hard
to-
to fold that hand.
You got an excuse there. I sure wouldn't invest any money in that hand.
Mo's going to look at me and call me a liar next time. He says, you lied too much.
Even I haven't figured out a way to pull the big blind hand without a raise.
I almost did it today. I was the big blind. I went to muck, and then I realized I wasn't. I was the big blind. The hand was that bad.
Oh, you know, 7 deuce. Occasionally the flop comes 7 deuce.
I think I had like queen 4 offsuit or something.
Tony, what do you like the most in bike?
What do I like the most in the bike?
Yeah, that's what he asked you.
I know you told me it is more than 10 things that you like, 6 players. The third one was cocktail. You told me you like the cocktail the most.
2 minutes? I get 2 more minutes of your time. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to my game.
See?
I've been in here for, I think, 15 minutes.
I hope it keeps raining so we keep you here all night.
No, I can't do all-nighters
don't
anymore.
do
I'm not
it.
22 anymore. And,
How
I'd
about
be
you
a
do
menace
the
on the
street?
road. I'm exactly double that.
See? Cocktail.
With cherries?
Flop of 8, 10.
No problem.
No one calls
Come on in.
the king 10 who flopped the top
It's
pair.
on me. Okay? It's on me. Ask everybody.
Our gracious host, Mo, in seat 9 is buying cocktails for the table. Said it's on me. See what they want. Mo takes care of
You're
his
welcome.
customers. He's a very good host.
Kim, you don't want it?
Maybe we can bang on the wall there and
We have
tell
a,
Mo we want some
Have you had
cocktails in
cocktail?
here, too.
It's on me.
it'll be interesting to see on this hand because
How about like a
No.
pizza?
Damon in seat 8 has
Pizza
picked up
is
the
free.
best possible hand.
Cocktail I have.
Pocket aces. I hate them.
I'm sorry. And we have also a second pair right behind him. Mo has pocket 8s.
Pocket 8s. Well, let's see how he bets it. If he doesn't bet too much, we get some action.
Re-raise.
We have a raise in front of him by, I think, 10-3, offsuit.
Yes.
No, 10-3 is out. That's seat 5.
125.
Seat 4, whoever
125. Yes, sir.
whatever seat 4 has. That's,
No, we don't know yet.
125 for me. George is behind me.
seat 4 doesn't have his cards over the
I'm gonna let
camera.
down.
I'm not sure
Well,
what he
we'll
has.
find out sooner or later. Maybe.
95, sir.
Anyway, Mo laid his pocket 8s down.
Seat 4 is going to call. The $95 re-raise.
Yeah.
Raise to 95. We're going to.
Don't know what he has, though.
Am I good or not?
There's a Jack 4 deuce.
75 is the bet.
What they say? Nice lay down. Nice.
I don't have communication with them, but I'm sure they might be saying
Yeah, nice lay down there. Mo.
Well, we don't know what he had, but unless it was jacks,
I lay down fast.
4s, deuces, or 2 pair on the
Yeah,
flop, and
I-
it wasn't likely.
No.
The only possibility was pocket
I was
jacks.
going to raise. I said, let me see the flop.
Anyway, this will be the last hand that you get my wonderful company.
Well, we're glad to have you.
No, I
Glad
laid
you
down the pair.
Stop by, and you're welcome anytime.
eights.
Be happy to.
We get guest commentators in here all the time.
And available
Always a
at
pleasure.
either at
keep them.
bike.com or in the link through the bicycleCasino.com.
That's right. Either one works.
Yes, sir. Any hand that you call.
Hey, my glass needs to be clean. My glass needs to be clean.
I should tell everybody about the Escargot tournament we just had, what it is. And
Well, Escargot is a group of people who talk about poker on the internet. Once a year, we get together in the real world rather than cyberspace here at the bike. It was held over Martin Luther King weekend in mid-January, which is about 3 weeks ago. And we have a whole bunch of fun. We play low buy-in tournaments. The group of players range from world-class players to people who have never played
Thank you, sir.
poker at all. We have, for my final hand, a very interesting hand.
He's all in.
We have
Again, he's all in.
Someone going all in, and I can't tell who it is the problem which I have. It looks like seat 5 with his ace-king suited. Has made a...
Seat 5, his name is Angel.
That's you, sir.
And we have a
Yeah,
call.
$90.
$90.
He's all in.
We have Queen
Those two
Jack
players.
suited versus Ace-King suited. It's
And we're head up. It's all in, so the dealer's just going to deal it out.
and
Ace King is still high.
needs a Queen or Jack, or it'll be done. And it's not, so the Ace-King's going to take the pot.
Yep, Ace King get it.
Ace king, sir.
It's about a 60-40% chance. It's a little. Everyone thinks Ace-King's a great hand.
I
but
hate that hand.
Well, what hand do you like? You don't like aces? You don't like ace?
I like kings, pocket kings.
So it'd be the big
That's
one.
my
okay?
hand.
Well, Denny, you have
Russ,
yourself.
thanks for coming in.
You're quite welcome.
You're
I'll
welcome.
relinquish this to a better
Well,
man.
you know what the most I like here?
Well, I don't know about that.
Can you tell what?
No, he's gun shy. We won't talk about him.
Winning is everywhere, but
Thanks, Russ.
Hot
You know,
dog,
I'm just so...
service.
I don't know what to say. They got this big rule
Good
about
atmosphere.
eating in the booth here. And we
Nice
got tons of food just coming in right
People
now.
like you, they are here. You know, food is very good, better than any casino.
It's only going to get better.
If you just joined us, welcome. We're live at the Bike
Oh, really?
Bicycle Casino, that is.
The whole kitchen's ripped
Bell
out.
Gardens, California, just outside of Los
that's
Angeles.
good.
This is a $500 buy-in, no limit hold'em game. It's a live game.
There are 3 players,
You're watching it live.
especially
You have a
person.
5-minute delay, and that's it. No editing, no rehearsing. That's for darn sure. How could you rehearse this?
You guys check?
Yes.
Look at that, the devil's hand, 3 sixes. 3 sixes, nobody got anything.
You got 2
The
pairs?
ace took a stab at it, and he's going to win it. So what kind of food we got here?
Yeah, I know.
Sushi? No, thanks.
Small bucket.
I hate sushi.
Oh, the people at home are-
You get me a Pink's hot dog. I don't want no sushi.
It's just a diagonal shot them that way all the time.
Yeah,
I'll eat
that's
the
something.
dessert tray. We got a little cheesecake,
These comes
a
right
little
down.
chocolate chip coconut number going, chocolate dipped strawberries. You just stay away from that tray. No lumpia, huh? There it is, the hand I hate, Ace King. Seat 8's got it. He's the big blind. What a monster hand to have in your big blind. Oh, he's over betting the hand. He ain't gonna, nobody's gonna call.
Then I put in at $10.
But I don't blame him because I lose a lot with that Ace King. Might as well just get the phone.
Amen, thank you.
Where'd you get all this food? Oh, she went over there. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to the behind-the-scenes staff here. One of these days, I'm going to get a mute button for my microphone.
Tony, how much you're selling your Corvette?
The Corvette?
Yeah.
I'm not.
You said you're selling. You want to
No,
sell?
the Hot Rod.
Hot's been raised.
46.
What do we got? Anything good there?
Now, one
Ace
double,
Jack in
15
seat
cards.
1.
30.
Seat 3's got 6-9 at clubs, so he's folding. Okay.
30,000?
It was parked out here. They parked it out front and popped the lid on it.
Guys,
all
I
fold.
got for one time. The biggest card in the world.
I had
Yeah, keep
9-6.
them up.
Well,
9-6. If you had 4 deuce, also you beat me.
I know.
Then I bluffed you.
I know. But anytime you in the hand, I'm folding my hand. Even pocket aces.
Players, want to let you know, poker's not the only game around here. If you'd like to play blackjack, we have blackjack action.
It happens once a year.
Play as low as $2 blackjack, all the way up. And the nice thing about blackjack in California is played just like Las Vegas, except there is no bust. If you bust, you don't necessarily lose, because if you bust and the dealer busts, it's a push.
Can raise, 30 to call.
Some of the other games we have, our Asian game section, we have Super Pan 9,
I know.
Baccarat.
Can I give
The
him
two
back
games
here?
are quite similar to each other.
No. Let it go. I want to hit
Pai Gow Poker, Pai Gow Tiles.
There are
And
4
back on the
players.
poker side, we have, of course, no limit hold'em, 7-card stud, stud high-low, Omaha high-low, crazy pineapple, Mexican poker. And if I forgot anything else, I'm sorry. But we got quite a few games here. Over 135 tables here at the bike.
4 players.
This particular game, $500 bind, no limit hold'em. Three diamonds on board. Pocket 7s in seat 3.
Okay, you can bet.
Pocket 6s in seat 7. Seat 4 is going to come out betting, it looks like, with
That's
his ace.
125.
6 is fold. I can't imagine Mr. Kim in seat 1 calling. No, he doesn't. And the pair of 7s are going to fold.
All right. Thank you.
Seat 4 won that hand.
Good luck, players. Give me 2 back. Yes, sir.
We'll have a dealer change now.
Take care, please. That's right. Thank you. Oh, that's it? You find something? Good?
You're going to get me in trouble, Mo.
No,
I
don't
drive
worry.
home. Now you got to stay here till like 4 or 5.
Don't worry. You can drink whatever you want. I give you limousine from here to your home.
Okay.
Mo bought anybody at the table who wanted to
Bring
drink.
you here, exactly on this
Player said, you're going to get me in trouble, Mo. I'm going to stay here later now. 'Cause I can't drink and drive. Isn't that the whole object?
You know, I'm not joking, right?
No, just kidding.
No, I believe you.
Yeah, you play on this game, you have everything.
4 players.
Not everything.
Yeah, mine is gone.
Okay.
50.
Still got time to catch our tournament this evening at 7:15. It's a special Sweetheart Weekend. Tonight the ladies play against the men in a no-limit hold'em headhunter shootout. That's right. Got one of our managers in the booth here. Got a mouthful of food.
6 players.
Z, welcome to the studio. Don't talk with your mouth.
Okay.
Now, Z,
25?
you play this game, right?
Yes, I do. Actually, I played. What were we playing? 200 or 500?
This is a 500 buy-in.
Oh, this is a good game. I like this game.
You like this one?
Very, very good game.
I played the 100 because, you know, my paycheck is about a quarter of what yours is. So
That's true. We don't want to go through details, but that is true.
And Besides, the 100 and 200 buy-in have a $85,000 jackpot right now.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mo.
You're welcome.
That's
man.
kind of appealing.
Go ahead, man. You gotta walk me through this, okay? This is my first time sitting
Want me to
over
hold
here.
your hand? You're a virgin, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be gentle,
40.
okay? $40 bet by seat 6. It's Al J. What's he got? Ace Queen?
No callers.
Nobody's gonna call.
You got a good hand too.
Hey. Bet too much money, didn't get any action.
Oh, you know how they have this system? Like if you have ace queen, you bet 4 times the blind. If you have pocket pair, you bet this many times the blind.
I mean, pocket pair, if they're 8s, I bet 80. If they're 7s, I bet 70.
Yeah.
I even tell the players that. They don't believe me, though.
4-0.
That's going to become that.
40.
We got a caller for 40. Hey, good dealer. She announces the amount.
Of course, it's Sheila Hansen.
Yeah.
Sheila's been a dealer here for
Well, it
many,
looks
many
like
years.
40 is a scary number.
I guess so. They better start 30 or something.
I know.
Anybody out there watching, you're more than welcome to come down here, put your name on the board, and get in this game. You can be on live internet TV.
Oh.
Everybody's eating. Well, I guess it's not dinner time, so they're all hungry.
Seat 4, man, is a professional tile player.
We should get a close-up of Mo picking his teeth there. No, just kidding. That's the best part of the meal.
Wow. 4-way action. 5 players.
1, 3, 5, 6, and 7. All in there. We're trying to get them on the screen. We got a King 10. Here they are.
King 10. Pair of 5 is the best.
Add seat 7 to that list.
25.
Evan. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Oh, seat 3 has got a straight draw. Open-ended straight draw.
They're head up now. 3 and 7. What's that, 6?
Yep.
Show up, please.
Let's show them the same hand.
8 high.
8 high? Yeah, I got an 8 high too.
Yeah,
Chop it up.
high too. The guy threw away the winner, huh? Pocket 5?
Yeah.
No chop. 5 goes to the box.
This is what we do all night. It's live at the bike. Just a 5-minute delay. We don't have a chance to edit anything,
Some action
rehearse
on
it,
that.
or
That 5 hit, huh?
nothing.
He'd have got 100.
$500 buy-in, no limit hold'em. Tomorrow night will be a $200 buy-in,
Diamond
no
hit,
limit.
we both be sweating.
That could be exciting, especially if we hit that jackpot tomorrow night. Estimated to be 86,000 by tomorrow night.
86.
Wow, 85 tonight. The way you hit it, you need aces full of 10s or better beaten by 4 of a kind or better. The losing hand gets 50% of the jackpot. The winner gets 25%. And everybody else at the table who was dealt in will split that other 25%.
Whoa, that's a pretty flop, man.
That is a pretty flop. Seat 6 is going to be there a while.
Come on.
Seat 3 and 8 both have gut shot straight draws.
Well, seat 6 got a
Flush draw, nut flush draw. And he wasn't going to waste any time. He bet it out and got rid of everybody. What kind of player would you classify yourself as? Tight, loose? You mix it up?
You know, at the beginning, I'm a very good player, but I lose patience very fast.
I'm
And
the same
Tony,
way.
you know how much
I
is the
know
jackpot?
exactly what you mean.
And you know, it's the biggest mistake I tell you is like when you get personal with somebody on a table.
Yeah.
Like somebody gives you a bad beat or something, you get upset and you want to get your money back from them.
100 and 200.
That's pretty bad because they just suck you dry.
It's only for that game, it's not for the limit holding?
Boy, we had some good
Only for
chances.
100 and 200.
Looks like a three-way action. Seat 1,
But
7
$100
and 8.
and $200.
Three players.
Oh,
Seat
we
1
gotta.
flops top pair.
We should see some action here a little bit because we have
We had tripped aces.
two
20.
players with pairs.
Lost 3 times.
And you had
3
8.
times. 2 of the times I had the ace. The 4th ace.
No one has
50
a
more,
pair.
70 total.
A bet and a raise.
Seat 8 folded already, yeah. No, just a bet, not a raise yet.
May go over 100.
Hey, raise the 50, that's what it folded.
15 more days.
I don't
That's
think it's
Mr. Kim, right?
Yes.
We can have a bet.
Me even, sir.
You know, this is over and under. You can bet over.
You know, one thing
and
about
under.
playing poker is like, I don't know how to say it, it's like exercising or practicing for a relay or something. The more you play, the better you get. Because you experience all the wrongs that you did that you don't want to do next time when you play. So.
That's right. You know, I run tournaments all the time, and so I get to watch some of the players, but I don't get to see the whole cards. And I'm learning a lot from this. You know, just from
Yeah,
watching
Michael, go ahead.
how good and how
And
bad some of these people play.
I tell you what's the beauty of it is you're not paying anything to learn
Right. It's a free
what's
lesson.
going on too.
Free lesson for me, free lesson for you at home that are watching. We should be charging for this, huh?
We're even.
All right. We're not even.
We're even.
Can I get 50 cents for the drop, please?
You just made me to start the engine.
Thank you.
Okay.
You did.
You got all the different ethnic groups
That's good.
that play on the table.
6
Yeah,
sides.
A lot of
Korean,
people behind me.
Thai,
So you
Chinese,
believe me.
Vietnamese,
Nobody behind me. You
We even got a white guy in there.
a white guy.
Wow.
We got one.
We got 3 of them, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow we continue our Sweetheart Weekend tournaments. It's a tag team event, a limit hold'em tag team, a guy and a girl
4
on a
players.
team, and the finals will be a no limit hold'em. Also at 2 o'clock tomorrow we have a super satellite. It's a $100 buy, no limit hold'em super satellite. With that, once you make the top 16 players, you start accumulating points for a points playoff, which will
35.
be April 8th. In that points playoff, if you're lucky enough to win that, we've added a $25,000 buy-in seat, which will happen at the Bellagio during the World Poker Tour event there in mid-April. If you need any more information, you can call the Welcome Center or check our website.
Too bad.
We missed a straight, picked up 2 pair, a seat 9.
I need a 5. I need a 5. I need a 5. You get all
Actually,
of
it
my
just cost
my
him
money.
$5 to see that
All
flop.
my money.
Yeah. Flop kept him in the game. Do you have anything special for Valentine's or?
Not Monday, Valentine's Day itself. Well, actually, we have a game. It's not associated with Valentine's Day, but we have a Monday night shootout in the plaza now. It's a $1,000 buy-in,
Oh, over there?
and they pay
Oh,
2 spots,
this side?
Is that where it's at?
70-30
I don't know.
split.
Over there or...
I haven't done that in over a year.
That's probably the best Valentine. Bring your.
Now, I'm sure we have some special gifts for the ladies on Valentine's
Oh yeah,
Day.
we do. We do.
That's a annual
My fault.
treat that we do. Sunday we have a ladies tournament. It's our Queen of Hearts. $25 buy-in,
4 players.
$5 bounty, and a $5 entry fee.
Wow, these people play any hand. Look at that.
I know,
Jeez,
it's amazing.
That's a good play.
25.
Look at that. Flop
6-5.
King 5. Flop
King
2
5.
pair. Mr. Kim, he's betting his hearts.
Oh, the guy calls.
C3 called with the 2 pair. Sure, he's going to call. There's the flush. Let's see how Mr. Kim plays his hand now. got the nut flush with the jack.
He checked, right?
He checks. Seat 3 bet. Can we get a wide shot there? Probably bet $50, $60. $50.
Oh, he raised. He threw it away.
Okay.
That's pretty sneaky, huh?
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's the way.
Thank you.
You got one more card coming. Why not? Why not check it out and see if the guy bets in front of you? And,
Folks, the service is here. If you guys know.
Did you raise, though?
That's called slow play.
Did you raise? I mean, you check, the guy bets, you have the nut flush, and if you call, you can, maybe get something more out of him on the river.
Yeah, the only danger is if the board pairs and the guy has a full house. But in that situation, it wouldn't happen.
One.
50.
Oh, we got a razor.
Hey, we got some sushi here if you want some. Just help yourself.
No, I don't like sushi. Thank you.
I'm not the only one.
Ace King, $50.
50 cents for the drop, sir. 50 cents, please.
Folks, we got a lot of services here at the bike. We got tableside food service. You can order a complete meal right at the table while you play poker. You can get a massage at the table, $1 a minute. Have a masseur or masseuse come by, give you a little back rub. And we have cocktail service, a barbershop, beauty salon, numerous restaurants.
Blackjack.
Asian
games. Pica poker.
$2 blackjack. You can play as low as $2 a hand. You can't even find that in Las Vegas anymore.
Hey, $5 minimum and above, we have a $100,000 instant cash.
Really? How's that work?
7 players.
Well, anytime you make a bet, you pay 25 cents for a bonus hand.
Yeah.
And if you get 4 aces suited, you win 100,000.
Cool.
Simple.
Yeah. Piece of cake. You pay it out weekly, I'm sure. Look at this.
Wow.
A couple guys decided they'd sit out. Everybody else is in. C3.
60.
Got a pair of 5s. Oh, pocket 6 is there. Sorry, I didn't give him credit for that.
It's bad.
Sal J.
He's got the best hand.
Mr. Kim's in there.
I might get a call from C8, maybe. C8 gone or is still in there? Oh, everybody's gone.
They're all gone. Clear the board.
Hey, this guy must have a pretty good reputation. Every time he makes a bet, everybody throws a hand away.
See, he did just like I would do. He had pocket 6s, you bet $60. Remember I was saying that?
I know.
7s, you bet 70. 8s, you bet...
What are the blinds, 5 and 10 in this game?
Yeah, $5, $10. Yellow chips are 5s, purple are 25. I know you know that, but people at all.
Is that a caller?
Actually, Z probably doesn't know that because he usually plays with the big white chips, those $100 chips.
Well, how was the game last night? I heard there were a couple of big putts being pushed.
The game was good. The game was good. It was hard to see their whole cards because a lot of it was four-card games. But it was a good game. Yeah, there was a lot of action there. Tomorrow night we have a No Limit Hold'em. It's a $200 buy-in. And if you'd like to be on the show, all you got to do is come down here and sign up. We'll have you sign a release form, and you're in.
Seafood call with ace.
I can't believe all the players getting involved in these hands.
300.
Oh my God! Look at it. C6 got a flush draw. Oh, it thrown away. Wow. Man, she threw it away.
We're starting out each hand with 5, 6, 7 players in the hand.
Folks, you saw it with your own eyes. Somebody had pair aces and they threw it away. C2. What was her name again? Yulette, yeah. She's a pretty tough player, man.
Bebe.
Bebe, yeah. I spend quite a bit of money in there.
That's what marriage does to you.
Yeah, I know. Married and a couple of girlfriends, though.
You said it, not me.
$25.
You want to take that
I
seat?
want to move. Yulette wants to move from seat 2 to 8.
5. Heads up. Wow, pocket 10 and ace 6. Ooh. Terrence comes out fire and he falls.
Seat 4 and
He falls.
All right. Okay.
all right, we're going to move Yulette over to seat 8. New player coming into seat 2. This is the $500 buy no limit hold'em tournament. Not tournament, live game. I'm sorry.
Did you want to take
Live
your
action.
blind? Did you want to take your blind?
We do have a no limit hold'em tournament coming up here in about 15 minutes.
You gotta make
Yeah, which you
fun.
have to go and take care of,
I'm
right?
going to have to get it started anyway.
Yeah, if you can.
Hurry back, would you? I'll be feeling pretty lonely over here.
Okay. You got time to get in that tournament if you leave now and you don't live too far away. It's a women against the men no limit hold'em shootout tournament tonight, 7:15. $55 buy-in. $5 goes to a bounty pool. Every time you knock a player out, you win an extra $5. $10 entry fee, no rebuys. Ladies will play against the ladies, the men
You look
against
at
the
your
men until
card
we hit
and
the
then
finals,
put it on the table.
and then it's the men against the women.
Go ahead.
That's tonight, 7:15 here at the Bite.
4 players.
That's right. It's going to cover that.
4 players.
$50.
Wow.
Sheet 9 folded. Sheet 1 folds. Everybody's going to fold.
He's got top pair, it makes him 2 pair. The 8.
Well, when the board pairs like that, it's kind of hard to call, especially when you have nothing.
I know.
9 times out of 10, the guy doesn't have the 3 of a kind.
You pick up his chips.
Cold and wet, how you doing?
I don't think C2 is familiar with the way that, we
3
ask
players.
them to look at the cards, so.
Yeah, we'll probably have the floorman walk over and educate him. 3-way action, 1, 7, and 9 are in.
Ace, 3, 6.
Seat 1 has a king 7 of hearts. 7 has a 8-7 offsuit. 3-5 for seat number 5. Seat number 9.
I got it. Check.
Seat 1's got the best hand there.
Comes out betting, and he takes a pot. Which doesn't happen too often when you have the best hand you win. So.
Alex.
Gentlemen, seat 2, new player is Bruce. Rose-colored shirt there, pink or whatever it is.
Pink.
It's a light color.
Light pink.
Okay, Barry.
40.
I'm sorry, Bruce is now Barry. Barry's brother must be Bruce.
The shirt he's wearing looks like a Barry, dude.
3 players.
No.
Okay.
Couple diamonds up there.
150.
150.
Worth betting $150. Just gut shot straight draw.
Thank you, Mo.
You know, that's,
Look at that.
I really think,
Three of
this
the
is for
eights
you.
are out, so
I really tell you why he did that.
That's
In
for
my
you.
opinion, because he had the position, it felt like
Like
nobody had a
close this
hand and he
guy.
was just trying to steal
Never
the pot.
semi-bluff.
right.
Just sit down.
And then on top of it, he shows his hand, meaning he's a loose player. Yeah, right. He's as tight as they come, man. He's
Okay, I'll do another one.
I show once in a while. I usually show when I'm bluffing.
Coming
I really
down.
don't think you should show anything.
No, you're
Okay?
probably right. I usually show if I just want to piss somebody off.
Is it your blind? Okay.
I have nothing.
Hey, Mr. Kim's gonna raise
Raise.
50. Looks like 50.
50 more, total of 60. He raised. And all in. 50 more. Okay.
All right, we got one player all in. Seat 5, I believe. I didn't see
He
the
made
red
it
one,
queen. I think he made it straight there.
Yeah.
Ace 10 straight. That's Angel. We're going to say goodbye to Angel. So we got a seat open live at the bike. Come on down. It's a $500 buy no limit hold'em game.
And don't do what Angel did.
Go broke. We do have ATM machines here at the club. I'm sure Z's very familiar with.
I'm sure.
Hey, listen, I'm going to have to run and go start this other tournament, but I'll return in about 15, 20 minutes.
Right back.
Can you hang on?
I'm going to try.
All
I'll
right.
probably have Evelyn. No, she's too busy, man.
Me and you? Okay. Sorry. I check.
All right. No callers.
Yeah. Look at the water there,
You want to join me, Evelyn? I feel lonely. Hi, Evelyn.
Hello, Z. How are you?
Okay, that sounds much better now.
Yes.
Don't mind me if I come in and out as I'm trying to
No problem.
monitor the
As long as somebody's there.
Yeah, I don't want you to be lonely. God forbid.
All right. It looks like four players. Eight, Jack, and 3.
Just to remind you folks, this is a $500 buy-in,
Take it off.
no limit game
Close enough to be take it off.
here at the Bicycle Casino.
I'm surprised nobody's giving any action. The open-ended straight draw.
Go ahead. What do we have? I'm telling you, Mo needs to buy another round of drinks for these guys.
Oh, you
Ah,
have it?
yes.
You got next Friday, right? Yeah.
Next Friday.
Different?
Ah, the new player won.
Next Friday.
Oh, so he's going to stick around.
Barry.
Barry.
Barry, yeah, Barry. How can I forget Barry?
As in Barry Manilow. As in Barry Bostwick.
You sure? And I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move.
As in Barry
Myself.
Bonds?
Barry Bostwick, do you know him?
Actually, I may go home and play there. Go fight.
For those of you who didn't know, Barry Bostwick lives,
But,
used to live right next door to Isaac. They were not playing
25.
very many hands in the beginning. And
It's starting to loosen
then
up,
they loosened up, and now it looks
a
like
little
they're
bit.
going tight again.
C2 raised, I believe. The three-way action. 9-10 jack. Wow, we have two players with pairs.
No,
Three players with pairs.
Celebrate tonight.
Two of them with a jack.
Celebrate tonight.
I like Jack 10. Do you
2005.
see?
You like what?
Jack 10 for some reason.
Celebrate tonight, yeah.
I just like jack. I don't know why.
I know. It's like,
Blindness.
feels like the middle card, like the middle
I
child.
just like it. I don't know why.
But I have almost 4 of them right now. And it's 4 more, 3-4
I
more.
think we got a heads up, yeah, with a
I set the date. How about ladies' night?
C2. Probably gonna come out firing again. But, oh, they both check.
Oh, you have a minute.
Isn't that
Go to
called
river.
slow playing? Ooh, that's
No, but I think the
have
king
men-
is
men
gonna
night.
scare both of them.
But
So,
ladies' night and celebrate night.
unless it was Mo. Mo were in there. Nothing scares
whoa,
Mo.
there's some cash
There
being
you
thrown
see
in
it.
a pile. Looks like $300, I believe.
Did that because he was out of chips?
Yeah, it is $300.
In the
Enough
tournament.
to scare Barry.
I think the king cost the guy money because if any other card than the king, he'd probably call him. But he has a big pair, but his kicker wasn't good enough.
But you know, tomorrow is maybe 300.
Yeah, sometimes just throwing that cash down there is enough to just make you think twice.
Yeah.
Tonight is against the
Maybe
man.
You're
that's,
trying to intimidate him or
Blinds,
something?
please.
that's what I do. I throw a big wad of cash right on the table. Even when I'm playing online.
Dollar bills or what?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Raise 50.
Raise 50.
I don't know. I can't raise from here. Look at the 6 plate behind me.
See, when Mo's in, yeah. When Mo's in, money's going in the pot.
How many people did you tell that I was easy?
No, you're not. You beat every man here.
Sir.
How many people did you
Yeah,
really?
let's see. I doubt it if we get any action. No, everybody fold.
Have you ever played
Yeah,
against
you show me
Mosey?
this man?
Oh, yes, I have. Actually, he's a very nice guy. He's a pretty tight player, but it's really hard to get a read on him because he doesn't just play one way, but he's overall he's a tight
Now,
player.
you guys can
Yes.
He's a good player. He's a very
do
good
that however
player.
you need to.
Good player is a great host. He's helped us out a lot on this project, and thanks to him, all the people on the table now police each other to put the cards up. So
Yes,
make my life
he's
easier.
very nice to have around, especially on the table. He's very polite, very,
You should come on down and meet him. He's here
Penny, be careful.
Monday through Friday.
Penny, be careful.
Yeah, that's right. He has his own services, back rubs, which I hate to announce over here. He might get a line the next time.
Huh?
You have a buffet today.
One more hand I go.
40.
Bring me the strawberry covered chocolate.
yeah, seat for a raise, about to $40.
This is for George. That's for my friend. $30
There's a
more.
couple pairs of
Three-way
I'll
action.
bet and raise, George.
3 players.
Who is the third player?
Right here. Oh, there.
55.
Only 55.
George,
Let him have it.
most fold with pocket eights, huh?
He did. That's very unusual for him.
What's up, Rick? We're gonna have Mr. Rick Clower join us. He's the man in the poker section in the Bicycle Casino. Hi, Rick.
Hey, can we do shout-outs?
Go ahead, man.
Honey, I'm at work, honest to God.
I can't do that because my woman don't
30.
know how to use the internet, man. Isn't that sorry?
Denny's wife does. She shops on the internet.
Wow.
Where's Denny? Eating?
No,
Let me guess, he's at Pink's Hot Dogs right now.
No, he's running a tournament for a change. He's working, actually.
I don't appreciate that. It's fine. Want to go another one?
Well, what am I going to
This
do
is
here?
kind of
This is
slow.
See if that diamond comes.
Oh, we're waiting for some fireworks, hopefully.
All right, go ahead.
Actually, we got a seat open, so maybe we put a player in there. That'll help the action a little bit more.
No fair.
So what are we playing tonight?
It's a 500 no
Ace
limit.
10? Ace 10?
Okay, and blinds are $5 and $10.
That diamond, huh?
Thank you.
And so far, it's been a pretty tight game.
Hey, this headset's messing up my do.
You're who? You
I
have
do.
no hair, dude.
No, there's a little hair up there.
When's the last time you checked yourself in the mirror, man?
Drop rate.
He's got like 3 pieces of hair, like popping out of his head, and he says it's messing up his dude.
Hey, Mo's pretty thin.
Jack.
He looks pretty old on camera.
What is he doing? Taking notes?
No, I think he's trying to order from our menu. Folks, honestly, the food here is great, man. Honestly, we gotta give some props to FD, our
4 players.
Food and beverage manager. Yeah, way to go, Ed.
Yeah.
How about
food is
Chef
pretty
Mario?
good. Chef Mario, yes.
35.
Without Chef Mario, Ed is no one.
Exactly. I'm sure Ed's not listening, but that's true. Okay, we should see some fireworks finally over here.
Yeah,
Two
3
pairs with
jacks.
3 jacks.
Queen kicker, 10 kicker.
We're gonna see some fire.
Won't be able to steal this pot.
No. Let's see, 5-6. Oh man, he's got a straight draw. He probably is gonna beat them both.
Yeah, like I'm gonna put my money in there and try to catch.
I'm putting my money on 2. Okay,
Yeah.
that tells you how much I know.
Pay up, sucker. Hey, we allowed to gamble in the booth?
Oh, there's no room here.
Hey,
man.
let's say you and me just, let's put up a couple
Okay,
bucks.
man.
We'll bet on the
You
players.
got it,
Get it,
man.
Jack.
We go for it.
You win.
Hey, we could open up our own sports betting operation,
Oh,
betting on the
yeah.
players.
Sit down one more hand, I give you what? You're blind plus 10 more.
Yeah. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
more
I'll give you
trying
25
to
bucks.
be cute and make deals with
50.
these players.
Take it. Chips at 4, please.
One hand, $50.
Chips, 4.
No, he's going for a tournament here. 7:15 starts, and he's here. Still is here.
That was a pretty nice hand. You have 3 jacks.
3 behind 5.
How's Mr. Kim been doing?
Kim's doing okay. You know how he plays. He's like pretty tight. So he
This
doesn't-
guy, I swear to God, he's got a thing for me. He must say hi to me about 10, 12 times a day.
I think you know why? Because of the golf we played with him. That on the Legends. He does that to me too.
6 players.
6 players. Where's the hands, Tex?
There you go. Oh, I like this flop.
Royale.
Oh, somebody flopped the nut flush, man.
If they flop the nut flush, wouldn't that have to be the royal?
No, nut, man. It
25.
means with the ace.
No, nut means the best possible hand.
Okay, I'll tell you what nut means.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Okay. Oh my God! Don't you feel good? Look at this. The guy's sitting over there, seat 6. He's
How are you?
That's Al. Al J.
What
He's
happened?
counting
You
the
didn't sit
pot.
down
He
yet.
loves it even more now. Because right now he has the nut flush,
He
doesn't he?
does not have the nut flush.
If there's a 4 of spade on the board,
Well, I guess he'd have to have the nut flush because he's got the ace.
50.
Somebody
Oh,
else
he
couldn't
not.
have ace king.
Now you sit down, enjoy.
wow. Take the money.
Is there a pair on the board? Uh-oh. Could be. No.
No,
well,
somebody's got a. I don't think the. Well, the queen thinks he's got a top player.
Look, and
but
he's just milking this thing now.
90.
I wouldn't call. No way. Is it Mr. Kim? He's not going to call, I guarantee you. I'll bet you anything you want. He
All
won't
right, I
call.
got $1 says Mr. Kim calls.
You got it. He won't call him.
Ay, ay, ay.
Hold me $1, baby.
There's not a day that goes by, my job here at the bike, I lose money.
Yeah, no kidding. Send it.
Here's your damn money.
By the way, folks, he loses on a golf course too.
Buy yourself a cup of coffee.
Tips, Scott?
Yeah, we do golf, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But
$3.
you pay
Hey.
most of the time.
We try to get those rounds in before work. I wouldn't tell too many people.
Any chips here?
You want to wait till you get your chips, sir? Okay.
All right, I think we got one more new player coming in on seat 3.
Well,
Actually, the way
Tony
you're
used to be
playing, you
sitting
don't
there.
need-
Who is it now?
The way you're playing,
I do
we
not
need just
recognize
$500 here
the-
to make 5,000.
How's that for a line?
I know.
Mo's reeling in a fish.
Yep.
500 to get to 5,000.
Five players.
5 players. I don't know how you guys manage to keep up with this.
Oh, somebody left the pair.
Hello. How are you?
40.
You know, they say we got a 5-minute delay on this. I hope those people at home realize that that doesn't mean we have 5 minutes to get all these graphics and commentary up. This is happening right now, real time. And if it wasn't for Evelyn Dulart, we wouldn't be seeing any of these hands.
Thank you, everyone.
Since Isaac hasn't figured out how to use our whole card shots yet, we're all kind of growing into this. Isaac, show me some hole cards, baby.
Well, Evelyn is feeding them to you, okay?
Feeding what?
I mean,
I ain't seen nothing get fed around here except sushi. Where'd you guys get all this sushi?
I have no idea, but it sure looks good, but
Scott.
I'm not a sushi man.
Scott.
Well, the dealer's having a great time.
I know.
Are they allowed to have that much fun?
Why not? Everybody has fun at the bike, man.
Seat 5 didn't play yet.
Don't they?
His new player.
Scotty, one of our more reputable floor personnel. One of the best in the business.
Very, very, very nice guy.
You
And
led.
I'm not just saying that about Scott because he works here, but
Both
I
of
mean,
them.
I work here too, but he's a very nice
Hey, I
guy.
forget you led's last name. What's your last name? Not that
No,
we're
he
going to
was
announce it.
asking for that because
You know, they were ragging on her the other night. She was wearing sunglasses. And then he says, why is she wearing sunglasses
I know, I heard
in a
that.
well-lit
Oh,
room
I'm sorry, it's 10.
at
I'm
night?
sorry. I'm playing those 10.
You know how it is.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Can you hear me chewing my shirts?
No.
Oh, Evelyn says I can't.
Gee, why is everybody acting out of turn?
Oh, he said it. Okay.
We'll get your name on
We
seat
need to
3
move
as
that
soon
mic
as-
away from Mo. He never shuts up.
Okay, thank you. Just because
We have a 4-way action, I believe.
Hey, let's bet on what Mo orders. I
Oh,
say
the
he's
lamb
going to
kebab?
order the lamb. That's what I was going to say. All right, you got lamb kebab. I say chicken kebab.
Okay.
Three
I
three
didn't
bottles
get it,
of
man.
waters.
I didn't get it.
Watch, 3 bottles of waters.
Oh my God! Somebody with pocket aces.
if you
C3 at pocket aces? No, C4 probably. Gotta be the guy who's collecting the shit.
Thank you.
Does he have any more chips in front of him?
Live at the bike.
Oh yeah, everything's on the side. You know who's George, man?
Yeah, C4.
Small blind, please.
He plays Asian games. I've known him to play for a long, long time.
I've seen him put in some fairly long sessions playing 2040 stud high low.
Yeah.
But as with everybody else these days, I mean, the trend is no limit poker.
I know.
What do they call it? The creme de la creme?
Jack.
Woohoo! Big slick.
Sit 5. 500.
Pot's been raised to 30.
We just recently added some, how would I say this, some spotlights into the camera locations to enhance the quality of the cards. Seem to be working pretty well.
Show my chips to the world.
Makes it easier for the text to pick them up, that's for sure. Once again, we are on a 5-minute delay. And there are no electronics at the table or in the sound
Eventually it's gonna go
room.
there, your chips. My chips too.
So if my wife calls, I won't be answering. Then what'll happen?
I don't mind giving him some as long as I take from the rest of you guys.
This guy
Because
calls with a queen 6 offsuit.
What's
And
your
he's
point?
looking for a 7. And you know what? He won the putt, man.
3-5, yeah.
Your slick
Two
is
sixes.
gone.
All right, good luck.
Okay, if he called the turn, he's probably looking for a 7. But if he's got a pair, he's got to call the river. Then why'd you even call the turn for?
Where did you learn so much about poker? I thought you were in charge of
Oh
Asian
my
gaming.
God, man, this guy. Yeah, you
Huh?
spend money the way I did, man, and lose all the money I did. You learn a few. I wish this.
Would that
thing
be a
was-
good Pai-Gow hand? Is Ace King a good Pai-Gow hand?
Yeah, it is. Ace is good
front?
anywhere.
Ace is good in anything.
Every time I see
Ace
it, I
is good in
remember that
any game.
baby, 36 years old, 50 years old.
I wish you had this live at the bank a couple of years ago. I would have saved a lot of money. I would have watched this and learned everybody how they play, and I learned how to
You
play.
can say it
and
here?
I would have came down and probably win some money.
Wait,
Yeah, one hand.
One hand.
No, I don't know.
Post hand?
No.
This is just joking.
How much question to him?
I got my phone off, but I didn't shut my pager off.
Evan, what was the name of the new player? He moved to seat 5, I think. And somebody took seat 3. Yeah, that's our new player.
Yeah, that's the guy that's going to turn 500 into 5,000.
Yeah, that's
Per mo.
Per mo, yeah, per mo.
Never made me a deal like that.
This is sort of, fellows were in the service together. One of them was sort of an Okie. 5 years later, he's living out in the middle of nowhere.
Two of the cutest water girls just came into the booth dropping off water.
Okay.
You guys pour too?
Seat 4. Hey, we're gonna see some action here, right?
They talk a little, and he said, "Well, I'll give you something to eat."
We have a seat 4 for the flush draw and seat 6. Oh. Man,
Hey, I think we got some information on seat 3 and 5 now.
As cold water can get it.
Okay.
All right, who's got the best hand? Look like aces. The hand's over. Boy, wasn't that profound?
I didn't even see the ace, man.
As clean as cold water can get it.
Let's say Michael.
What the hell is his buddy?
So Michael took seat 3.
It can't be Michelle.
And who's our new friend in seat 5?
Guy has a big
Jack?
dog that he now let out. The dog is
Welcome,
rubbing
Jack.
it. I can't get out because of the
Jack
dog.
and Michael.
I'll call him. Hey, cold water, get away from
Oh my God! Yeah, I see that. That is good. Hold on.
Barry passes. George calls 10. Dola.
Jack called 10.
George. Man.
Al Soups.
Yeah,
Who's in 7? Yolette's out. Mo's out. Mr. Kent, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Check it, baby.
Where's he at?
Mr.
Wow.
Kim's in seat 1. What do we got in
Yeah,
seat
this
1?
guy's tight, man.
10.
Oh,
8.
you ain't gonna see nothing this end, so you could promote
This
the
is
scene.
boring.
Just talk about something.
Hey, where's my promotion packet? Let's tell everybody at home what's going on here. Oh, here we go. Actually, just before I walked into the booth, I went back to the ballroom. I couldn't believe it. We have 23 tables of players who showed up for tonight's Battle of the Sexes. It's men against the women. What they're going to do, they'll play a shootout for the men, a shootout for the women, and then when they get to the money tables, they will be matched equally, men against women, and they'll be going at it for thousands of dollars. All for only a $55 buy-in. Tomorrow night is Valentine's date night. It'll be a tag team event. Limit hold'em, $120 per couple, no rebuys. First 25 ladies get in free, so all you locals Get down here early. It's a free entry to the first 25 ladies. Also, same night, Valentine's Day night, we're going to have a tribute concert starting at 8 o'clock.
Who's the
Hell, I don't know. I think there's some. We're gonna do some Beatles stuff, and then there's I don't know, who's that group doing some love song. It's gonna be some mushy stuff. I think we did this more for the ladies than the guys.
I have 8, 9 of them.
And then Sunday night, it's our annual Queen of Hearts event. 5,000 guaranteed on this event. $30 buy-in, $5 entry fee, free gifts to all the ladies. And that starts at 11:30 a.m. to 1:30. We'll be doing a buffet. And the tournament will kick off at 2:15. So come on down.
Are you giving any gifts away on Monday night for ladies?
Monday night, ladies, yeah. All of our Classic Club ladies who have their cards will receive a complimentary gift. I think I got a peek of one of them the other day. It's a bag of hand lotions, some chocolates. That's Monday. All day long. Just show your Classic Club card and get your complimentary gift.
Spike is giving everything.
Sometimes, Josh.
Yeah, including this show. It's absolutely free. Just tune into the web page and you can watch it.
For now.
For now. By the way, we should be thanking Bicycle Club management for allowing us this opportunity. For you people out there, we're currently on approximately a 90-day beta test, kind of working out the kinks, figuring out how to handle all this technology. I don't know. I got one of the producers shaking their head. What did I say something I shouldn't have?
Yeah.
What? We're rookies? Like I sound like I know what I'm doing?
No, you don't, Rick.
Well, there, it's unanimous.
400 a day. Okay, I put 100 more on it. I take.
Isaac, what do you think? We getting the job done?
I know he's doing his job, but I don't think you and me know what the hell he's talking about.
I tell you what, I've been monitoring a lot of the bulletin boards related to poker, and most of the comments been very favorable. Their only problem is our commentators suck.
Look at this, man. Look. How long do you have to wait to get pocket jacks? A long time.
How long have we been on the air? The game started at 5:30, at 7:30. I guess we waited 2 hours.
The guy gets pocket jacks, and the queen.
All he's got to do is bet, and he can steal this one.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. I mean, that's the worst card you can see when you have pocket jacks.
Over pairs, no kid.
Yeah.
Duh. I'm really impressed with you, Z. I didn't realize you were a poker player.
I'm getting there, man.
I thought all you know how to do was hit me. Hit me. Hit me.
Right now, no, but in the maybe next week or next 2 weeks, yes, you can see preview, yeah.
Oh, listen to Mo, selling it at the table.
It's gonna be, yeah, that's good. And also they're going to show the hand of the day. Like in 1 hour, in 1 month, you can punch it, for example, February.
Just a reminder to our viewers, we are not responsible for anything that's said at the table.
Then we go to Bluff of the Year.
I have no idea where he got that information.
25.
Good dealer. She's calling the hands pretty well.
They all been doing that.
All of them?
Well,
we should give them raises, Z. What do you think?
Sheila was a dealer before. She did that too.
Good. Is Greg Nardo working tonight? I know he's one of the viewers' favorites. That guy can get out some hands, let me tell you.
They had white chips. Everybody has 20,000, 30,000. And the pot is 10, 15,000. Every hand. Yosh games. Every Thursday, yeah.
Boy, that Mo's a talker, man. He should be selling those cars. I'd probably buy one.
I was talking about last night games. I said lots of white chips in the middle of the table.
Oh, he's not sure about what he's saying. He's looking for some support. He's soliciting some support right now. Didn't that happen? Really? Oh, he's talking to Yosh.
Yeah, I know. This is Titus.
Yosh Nakano, one of our executive hosts. He hosted last night's high limit game. They were playing a 300 and 600 mix last night. Let's see, what was in the mix? They were playing, let's see, Hold'em, Omaha High-Low, Triple Draw.
Yeah, and that funny game.
And then they rotated back through Hold'em again, Omaha
Oh,
High-Low,
there's Yosh.
and
Talk about
Badoogie.
Yosh. Talk about Yosh is right there, man.
Yosh Nakano, our executive casino host.
It takes about a month.
Primarily in charge of our high-limit poker. When I say high, I mean high.
I don't know who the hell.
In fact, I was listening last night, right? I think it was Robert was in the booth, and he sent out a challenge to Phil Hellmuth. He says, "Come on down here and play with the real poker players. This is cash, baby.
Okay.
These are not tournament chips."
I'm 59.
Hey, they're getting personal down there. Who said they were 59?
It was a great game, yeah.
Had to be Al or Jack.
Yosh.
Want to bet on
He said
that?
this is the tightest
Who's 59,
game.
Al or Jack?
In
5 or
next 2
6?
weeks, believe me, one Friday, I'm
Here,
going
listen.
to make the losers game.
6.
No tight play inside it. I'm going to choose them. 9 kamikaze.
9
You
kamikaze.
know, I have a good idea. Why don't you just mic up Mo and so we can go home? He could talk all day.
There you go. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Cut payroll in half.
I'm no kidding, man. Oh, you paying me? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're getting paid the same I'm getting.
Yeah, because you know.
Try taking that to the bank.
I was in the hospital. I couldn't very well come.
Well, Mo must have had a big meal, man, because that toothpick's been working there for about an hour and a half so far. So.
Hey, what do you use when you get a toothpick stuck in your tooth?
25, 15 more.
Huh? A toothpick?
Your game is limit hold'em, is different game, different days.
No, we.
Hey, Evelyn, why don't you get word down to the floor? Let's do some shout-outs.
Okay.
Let's go around the table and have everybody say hi to somebody at home.
Straight hold'em. 4-8.
I'm laying 3-1 that 2 people at minimum will say hi to Mom. Go, Evelyn, go. Call the floor. We want some shout-outs. Oh, heck with the cards. Who's got the best hand so far, Z?
Seat 7.
I'm checking out the water girl.
Seat 7. Forget the water girl, man. I want to see those Bacchus girls.
I got the water girl.
Oh, this water girl.
This water girl. Roberta just stepped in the booth. She's in charge of our fun zone. You might want to know, what the hell's a fun zone? Well, we spread predominantly low-limit blackjack,
With a
1 to 10. We spread $5 Caribbean stud. We got a new game called Trips. Actually, Trips is kind of unique. No cards. All electronic. Only at the bike.
And all the players have their own straws that extends to the bar, and they could drink while they're
That's
playing.
right. They are located right next to the bar. One long straw, and you wouldn't have to order. 4 players. I can't believe the action tonight.
I know, man. What
First
is
night
my
we shot
luck or what?
the 500 game. You'd be lucky to get 3 players in a hand.
Look at this. The cards are ugly too. It's not like they're not playing. It's just the flop is not really anything.
Let's see. Seed 8 needs a 6 for a gut shot. Hell with seed 6. Seed 5. Oh,
Seed
he's
5
got top
and,
pair. Top pair.
See, 2 and 5, they should.
6 should be throwing his hand away here, right? Why are we talking about the hands like we know what the hell's going on?
I know what's going on, man.
I mean, you never hear Vince Patton talk about the hands. Is that all he talks about?
Jack wins.
Hey, you know what? Z, have you ever watched a broadcast with 2 people? One of us is supposed to know what the hell we're talking about, and the other guy's supposed to be like color commentary. So which one are you?
Well, I have a problem. You don't shut up for me to say anything, man. That's the problem.
Okay, if I don't shut up, does that make me color or knowing what I'm talking about?
No, that'll make you a big mouth.
Does your boss know where you're at right now? Huh?
Yeah,
James, are you watching? Huh?
You need James here, man.
Z's in here picking on me.
just one day, even.
Well, this is my first night with a headset on, and according to Evelyn, it's probably my last.
Man, between you and Mo, I can't get a word in here, man. Mo's yapping on the table, and you're yapping over here.
I'll tell you what, anybody that's listening out there that thinks we should spend more time talking about the cards, write us. What's the address, Evelyn? It's admin, ADMIN, at thebike.com. And someone will respond to your comments, suggestions. And how many people out there want me to shut up? How many people want to hear Z's expertise on the quality of cards being played?
C7 got to open in a straight, and he comes out.
Or maybe somebody
firing.
out there wants to know where we got our sushi tonight.
He comes out firing.
Hey, can we tell them where we bought our sushi, Evelyn?
I don't care where you got your sushi, man.
No, if she says they ain't paying us, we ain't talking about them.
Sushis are us.
That's kind of like Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Hey, that might work, Sushis R Us.
Sushis are us.
I like it.
I'll have a big giraffe stand behind the counter and chop up sushi.
Oh, let's listen to the players. I think we got an argument going. No?
If there's an argument, I bet you George is involved. Clam chowder.
Maybe we should call engineering, see if we can get that toothpick removed from Mo's tooth. We had jackhammers in here last night. I bet you that removed that
And he
toothpick.
doesn't come Friday. No, he doesn't come Friday.
Okay, we got 2 callers, 3
You know what happened last night to him?
Jack's not
1-9.
putting his cards on
He
the
called Jack 9
camera, so we
One-
won't be able to see what he
I was
has.
surprised. I mean, he
Oh, there
never
you go.
played that.
There you go.
He must have heard
Jack
you.
9, club 9, 6 something. 500.
7-9.
Club 500. On the flop, 300. 4 players called. He called. He has
Oh.
9. Only 9.
Sounds like another bad beach story.
Anyway, he won almost $6,000 pot with 1-9 Jack kicker. He was losing last night.
Why is that so hard to believe?
I'm trying to hear his story.
Almost $6,000 pot.
That's your way of telling me to
With
shut up?
1-9 Jack kicker.
No, man, that's just...
Last night, one of my friends here.
Have we
he's a
seen
type
a
player.
turn card yet?
Pair
Have we
9.
seen
He
a
never
turn card?
plays,
Once?
Jack 9. He called $100 Jack 9. I know
Turn
he was
card.
losing.
That would be the card
500.
right after the flop, right?
Flop 1-9.
Yeah, exactly.
He called 300, 4 players. On the turn,
You know what somebody
500,
suggested
3
to me
players.
today?
At the river,
You
play
know,
the board.
you remember that,
9, that's it.
the bass
Jack
you
kicker.
could hang up on the wall?
Even on
And
the
the bass said,
6,000
take me
card.
to the river?
9 was
They
the
said
high
we
card
need to
on the board,
prompt
and
that.
Jack-
Anytime the flop goes to the river, we need
There was a
to
pocket
cue
7,
that
there
in
was
there.
a straight
Take me
draw,
to the
no money
river.
because of that they were calling.
No,
You
not a
give
good
us
idea.
what you have in, man.
1-9.
Huh?
I want some of what you have.
Jack kicker, yeah. And I was surprised
It
because
said
he
sushi. I
he's
think
a
that
type
sushi was
player. He never
loaded. I
played
think I
that.
had too much wasabi on
No,
it.
no, he doesn't call
Must be the raw stuff getting into you.
No, he's at home.
All right, Jack. Did you see Jack's hand?
No, he's watching.
Probably 1 card only.
No, he's listening to me. He's watching. Yes, Ali, I did that. I saw that.
No, just
Yeah, Ali has did a big call guard.
Was that Jack's hand?
He never played it. Jack.
oh, it's not a bad hand. Look at Mo calling with 8-9 offsuit. And look at that.
Hey, look, he got a flop. He flopped
Oh, my
trips.
God, he flopped trips.
Watch him milk this puppy.
Yeah, but if there's an ace
I
on the
can't
board,
believe he
it
checked it. Watch, he come out here with 50, 60 bucks. How much we got out there?
I say 40. No,
Ali, this is
45.
for you.
45.
60.
Reel him in, baby. Uh-oh. Jack gonna
Let me see
call?
if I have a king. And top kicker.
How can he call?
Oh, Jack had ace.
I have a king.
None of them.
Nobody's gonna call.
Actually, that's the worst turn card he could get. Anybody
Yep.
who gets an ace is in great shape. You get like 2 callers. On the other hand, if the turn would have been a 4, it'd be in big trouble.
Hey, what else can we promote here? How about play free poker at thebike.com? Oh, I just happened to be prompted by that. Play
Actually,
for
it is not
free
bad if you
at
see this one on there, because it's 5 minutes to live, right?
www.thebike.com.
You're going to see last previous hand. Oh, Joe.
Free poker, and you can win real money. Got to check it out. They have a new members-only free roll every Friday night. They got sit-and-go free rolls every Saturday night, multi-table free rolls every Sunday night and afternoon.
4 players.
Have we got anything here for Asian Gaming?
No,
Z would be proud.
I told him a few things.
Like what? Did you talk about that big $100,000 jackpot you
What
got
do you
going on?
think?
Anybody
Of course.
crack that puppy yet?
No, not yet.
I check.
Check around.
Pretty sure they will, though.
I don't see nothing in here on the promo packet. What do you just know it by heart? I guess you probably wrote it, didn't you?
Of course.
So how do you win the 100,000? I guess you cough twice and you win.
Actually, it's 4 times.
You know, must cough 4 times.
No, every time you place a bet, we have a bonus bet, which is for 25 cents.
Uh-huh.
If you place your 25 cents, including your bet, then if you get 4 aces suited, then you'll be able to hit
4 aces suited.
Yes. Don't make any comments. Okay?
4 aces suited.
Don't make any comments, or else I'm gonna
I'm
start
gonna look
poker.
at my lotto ticket right now and tell you what the odds of getting 4 aces suited
It's
are.
better than the lotto, okay? Believe me.
Well, how many decks in a shoe when you're dealing?
8 decks.
8 decks, and what game's that offered in? Blackjack?
Blackjack.
Oh, Denny's here. Thank God one of us gets to get out of here.
Thank God it's gonna be me, because I'm getting my ears buzzing because of Rick.
Hey, Z, thanks for stopping by. Loved it. Mean it.
Yeah, I get it.
So we playing golf this weekend, Z?
No, I get it.
Hey, we're talking poker in here, not golf.
I'm doing the color here.
You're
You
my
do the
friend,
poker.
You're my guest. You're my player. You ask me anything except one.
Well, we just started our No Limit Hold'em Shootout tournament. The ladies playing
Hey,
against
shouldn't
the
I
men.
welcome you back first?
You already did.
Oh. How many people showed up tonight?
We have, you had to ask me such a tough question, huh?
Well, maybe you could just get us in the ballpark. Like how many
Approximately
tables?
250. We have only 31 ladies, and we got 220 guys. So all the ladies get to advance to the finals.
Without playing?
Well, they're going to play because it's a headhunter, so they got to play for the headhunter buttons.
But nobody will get eliminated.
No, they will
Lucky
get
for the ladies.
Right. So all the ladies will advance to the finals, and
Now, is everybody that makes it into the finals, they're going to win money?
yes, they're all guaranteed money once they make.
So the
finals.
ladies signed up tonight. They paid their money.
That's right.
And they're going to make money.
And they're going to at least get their buying back. If not a
Well,
lot
why
more.
didn't you advertise that last night? I bet you we would have had more than 31 women.
Well, I didn't know it. You know.
Jeez, Denny.
So what's going on here?
I have no clue.
Doesn't he sound like a drunk in the bar, except you don't drink?
Poker etiquette 101. Players should never talk about the thing bleeped off. Rewards.
About
you
their
give
hands.
us your time, we'll give you the cash. I'm being prompted by this. Well, I don't even know what it is, but it just keeps throwing messages up in
See,
front.
you can train
Hey, what do they
any
call
monkey
that?
to read this thing.
Sweethearts Weekend. Play against him, play with him, play without him. Well, Denny was just talking about that. Well, that's pretty successful. That's about 50 more players than you had last year.
Yeah, it is. We had 211 last year. And,
Good job. Uh-oh, pocket aces. Let's watch this hand.
Who's got them?
Seat 6. That'd be Al J. So far, it's the best hand.
It's George.
Usually is after the flop, isn't it?
George in seat 4. He's got ace-7 of spades.
Honey, are you at home watching? Yeah, it's me. Hard to believe, I know. Still has the best hand. Uh-oh, seat 1. That's Mr. Kim. Did he throw his hand away?
Yeah, seat 1 is gone. Seat
Well, who's
4,
got
seat
8-10?
4, seat 4 has ace-7. It's not on the board. Seat 6 is the other live player with pocket aces.
Oh. Evelyn, get rid of seat 1's hand. I'm getting confused.
goes. Get rid of them all.
Danny, I really don't know how you do this. Let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
10
12,
cameras
14,
on the table.
16, 8. We got 19, 20, 21 monitors in here. I don't know how they keep up with
that
this.
one we don't even look at. That just shows the audio levels.
That doesn't change the fact that there's 21 monitors.
But the other 20 we do watch.
Hey, why don't you tell everybody what the dealer button is?
The dealer button starts the action, shows where the action's going to start, which is always to the left of the button, or I guess it would be. It depends where you're sitting. Well, if you're sitting in seat 1, it'd be to the right of the button.
You know, I thought Z was clueless.
No, am I right or wrong? If seat 1's looking, it would be
on what side of the table you're
it would be.
Why don't we work with clockwise and counterclockwise?
There we go, clockwise.
Okay. Clockwise.
So if the button's in 12 o'clock high, 1 o'clock's first in.
You got it.
1 o'clock would be the small blind, 2 o'clock the big blind.
Hey, it was nice the way you just kind of segued into from clockwise to talking about the face of a clock. That was brilliant.
We teach dime as well as poker here at the fight.
So if Mickey's hand is on the 6 and Mickey's little hand's on the 7, that means 7 is first to act.
Or Mickey's playing with himself. We don't have anybody named Mickey
well,
at the
you
table.
walked in here, we went right to the gutter. Right to the gutter.
No, we don't have any Mickeys. Okay, good. You must
Are
be
there any FCC regulations that we have to comply with in here? Huh? I mean, this is the internet, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do I have to behave myself?
It's
Are you allowed to cuss?
We're probably being illegal.
We are?
I don't know.
Hey, we should. You know what we should do? What were the 7 words that you couldn't say on TV? George Carlin. Hey, take it easy, Kenny. Evelyn's shaking her head. I guess we better not go that way.
I always said to him.
Last time I seen George Carlin was in Laughlin. I don't know what the hell I was doing down in Laughlin.
Laughlin, boy.
They booed him. He sucked. Besides that, he's old.
Well, that's pretty bad. If you get George Carlin, you get booed in Laughlin.
Booed in Laughlin.
Not even Las Vegas. It's in Laughlin.
That's hitting the skids.
Hey, don't treat new players badly. You might want their new money on the table. That's a little insight there.
Speaking of insight, Jenny's reading off the prompter again.
I didn't do very good
That prompter sucks. Who wrote that stuff?
No, I'm glad that prompter's
Poker College Insight. You don't have to drive to Vegas to play blackjack. Come on down and play in limits from $2 to $10 per hand. Let me tell you, it goes a lot higher than $10 a hand. I'll tell you that right now.
That's right. How much have you lost?
You go over in the ABJ section, in the Asian game section.
The AB? The what?
Yeah. ABJ they call it.
ABJ.
That's the casino.
Asian blackjack.
Maybe. That could be it. Or awful. Or always. Or any blackjack.
Maybe in a small one.
We need to get some dancing girls in the background there. Liven it up a little bit, you know?
I agree.
We are live at the bike. This is a $500 buy, no limit hold'em table.
There you go, talking about poker again.
Well, Evelyn said I had to mention that every 15, 20 minutes.
We solicited some of the viewers' comments as far as what they want to hear.
Yeah, I gave my personal email address yesterday, and a guy actually wrote to me. I believe his name was David from Texas. Thanks for...
well, hello, David.
Thanks for the email.
What did he say? Share it with us.
What?
He tell you suck?
He just said he felt bad that nobody had written to me the night before.
It was a sympathy letter.
It was.
That ranks right up there with John Doe's.
And then he said he felt bad because he dogged us earlier.
Wait, I called that a John Doe. I meant a Dear John.
A Dear John.
Yeah, it ranks right up there with the Dear John letter.
Hey, you gonna ride your motorcycle in the rain this weekend?
Absolutely not. My bike has never seen a drop of rain.
Got a lot of sign language going on in here.
That was get the bleep out.
Yeah, I know you know, but I bet the viewers don't know. We have a $100 buy and a $200 buy no limit game with a jackpot, $85,000.
So how do you hit that jackpot?
$85,000. It's simple. Aces
I'm
full of
asking these
tens.
questions and I already know the answers to them.
Well, you're the boss. You wrote the rules.
Amazing, isn't it?
Aces full of tens or better, beaten by 4 of a kind or better, you got that jackpot.
Cool.
I even saw a big one, $41,000 for a 3-6 crazy pineapple game.
Exactly.
My goodness.
You know what? I heard you talking about jackpots the other night. I know they provide you with the info on them daily, but I haven't heard you mention the double light. So technically, that $41,000 crazy pineapple jackpot during the light is worth $82,000.
How about the $85,000 no limit? Is there a double light on that?
No.
I can understand that. Sorry, no cell phones here. All right, he's a manager on duty. He's got to go outside and answer his phone.
Oh, Evelyn's telling me get rid of the phone. All right, all right.
Someone in the game.
Yeah, it might be Mo calling you saying, hey, Rick, what they got in seat 1?
I'll tell you 5 minutes.
Maybe someday we can broadcast this outside in the casino with a 5-minute delay.
I like it. I like the idea. I was talking to James Wang, who's Vice President of Casino Operations this evening, and we're talking about
Vice President. That makes him
showing
about
a variety of games.
Vice President. That makes him about number 12 in command, right? Yeah, he had to run outside for a minute. Think about his answer. We got pocket 6s in seat 1. Pocket, is that pocket? Oh, it's 5-6 in seat 8, Jack 5. It's up. There you go. I don't have to read it now. Look at that, a set. Seat 5's got a set of 10s.
Who?
Seat 5, you got 3
Oh, that's
10s.
Jack.
Seat 9, Mo's got a pair of jacks. And Mo came out betting. What a surprise you're going to get, Mo. Seat 8 still has cards, too, with the pocket. I thought Seat 8 had a... Oh, never mind. I thought he had
Check
pocket
here.
6.
Maybe another club comes.
One had him. There's a king. All right, what are we going to do here? Mo's first to act.
Oh, 3 tens.
He didn't bet him?
It's not good.
Well, I guess with that board, you
good.
got to worry about a queen coming up. That's all it takes for the straight. So probably wouldn't have made any more money anyway.
Jack. King Jack.
Listen to that. Lion.
Yeah, I was going to
Hear what
open
he
my
said he
hand.
had? Said he had King Jack. He had Jack 5, didn't he?
Something like that, yeah.
Jack.
Hey, we got another tournament tomorrow for the men and the women. They're going to play as a tag team. It's a limit hold'em. It's a bounty limit hold'em.
Hey, tell him why it's limit hold'em. I mean, originally it was scheduled to be no limit. And what were your concerns?
Well, we switched it to limit hold'em, and we're going to do final table of no limit hold'em. The concern was no limit's a little fast game. You can go broke in one hand, and we wanted to give both parties a chance to play a little bit.
Absolutely. Good decision.
It's kind of hard to go broke in limit. He really made the decision, folks. I can't take the credit for it.
Well, if there's no credit due, that means you're blaming me.
See, when I came to work here at the bike, Rick said, I'm poker operations manager, and I'm also the tournament director. I'm keeping that title just in case.
And I'm still the tournament
So officially,
coordinator.
I'm the tournament coordinator.
Well, what am I? Oh, I'm
You're
the tournament director. That's right.
And you're the only one that holds the title of a director in the whole casino.
That's right. Hey. Oh, wait. I think the human resources manager is referred to as a director. I'm not sure.
I don't think the people watching give a damn.
Well, who knows? Somebody might come down and apply for a dealing position.
Hey, we're hiring, too. You got dealing experience. You want to be a dealer, come on down. Take an audition.
Absolutely.
Fill out an application. I just did it 9 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know.
This is a no-limit hold'em game. $500 buy.
Okay. I know Denny doesn't talk about Evelyn very much, but I'm going to talk about her. She hasn't quit pointing and shaking her head and throwing the fingers since I walked in.
She's a very good producer-director.
Yeah. I don't know who gave her that title.
How you doing? Good.
I thought she was in charge of the card font.
Well, we didn't know what
All
else.
of a sudden, she's the producer, director.
We didn't know what else to call her. So.
I got a few names. When I email her, she goes by the handle of Dust Bunny, and I'm not going to explain that tonight.
You want to know? I know. You want
Dust
to know the
bunny.
people.
Let me think about that.
They sell them at the deli?
It's been that long?
Is it from the deli? No. This is,
Evelyn got that right away.
You know, I've been talking to the techs lately, and the shot that you're viewing right now, I'm pretty much sick of it. I was talking to the other day, I'm into the facial shots. I want to see the whole cards. I want to see the faces. I want to see what Mo's eating.
I think the dealers.
Hey, Denny, I made a bet with Z. We need to zoom in on Mo's table. I bet him that he was going to have the chicken kebab, and Z said he'd ordered a lamb kebab.
He's still eating. He's been eating since I was here earlier.
What's he eating?
Let's get in there. My God. Oh, you let Sharon too.
Oh,
Ordered tortilla chips.
He ordered
shrimp cocktail. He had a chicken or lamb kebab earlier. He really did.
Well, you need to be more specific. I got to wait.
I don't know what it was. What'd you say? What'd you say? Chicken or lamb?
I said chicken.
It was chicken.
Hey, I win.
That's fine.
Hey, you know it'd be cool?
I'm sure you've all noticed we do have tableside dining. Full menu, 24 hours.
You can get a massage at your table too. Take your clothes off, just lay down. Well, it's not that
I was
type
going
of.
to ask you something.
Hey, you know it'd be a neat idea though? Put
I
the
don't know what you
headband
did.
on the dealer. Put a headband on the dealer with a camera on
Your
it.
face is
Call it a
brighter.
dealer cam.
I like it.
Wherever the dealer looks, that's where it goes.
8 years, 7 years, 8 years younger. From last year to now.
What's Mo saying?
I don't know, but he's got some good news there.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
Give the man a Kleenex.
I'm really serious because.
Am I serious?
I know why you're here tonight. You're here to make sure I
Hey, do you
don't.
believe this? Two people said they were serious. They're sitting in a poker game. How can anybody be serious?
Yeah, George looks bored.
Die
Seat
before
4.
why?
Almost all.
He's used to playing high-low. This is boring for him.
Because they want to.
He just wanted to be on TV. So all the babes would see him. Yeah, there's a hunk.
They want to.
Look, Danny, there's someone for everyone. Look at you.
That's right.
How'd you end up with such a beautiful wife?
I don't know.
Sheila, I hope you're listening.
I don't know what she
I think
was
you're
thinking.
beautiful. I don't know what you see in Danny.
Yeah.
You should see the closet full of shoes. That's what she sees.
Wasn't that our first show? Weren't we promoting Nike? tennis
we've
shoes
been doing this every night. Whenever it gets slow, we talk about shoes or pink hot
I don't
dogs.
know. I didn't bet.
All right, back to the game. Who's got what?
Can you see from there?
Nobody's got
Nobody's
nothing.
got an ace.
Nobody's got a
I
7.
don't see
Nobody's
a
got
pair
a jack.
anywhere.
Nobody's got a 4.
King
Oh, there's
jack.
a 4. King 4.
Of course I know. Yeah, I know. How do you know
Boy,
that?
what a monster.
Exactly, right here.
You know, the bad thing about me commentating this is you're getting me to play live action. No limit. I'm going broke.
How'd you do today?
I lost 100.
I heard you won 300 last night.
I did. Yesterday I won 300.
So you're still up 200.
Still up
I
2.
don't bluff you.
Here's
As long
Bart.
as You were okay.
Bart,
I
is
didn't
that my
bluff you.
relief?
I'm gonna bluff you. I'm gonna. Yes, I will.
Oh, this should be fun. Let me see if I can do this.
Uh-oh, Danny's
Don't worry, I
headed
am,
for
I am
the card
computer literate.
graphics. Robert Turner just walked in. He's, what the hell are you? He's manager of player development for the entire casino. Quite a position. He kind of oversees our house players.
Oh, you folded, you turkey.
Oversees some of our poker promotions in regards to marketing, advertising.
Seat 6 is pocket aces, pocket rockets. And seat...
Want to comment
He just
for a
had
while?
them,
You guys
too.
out?
Seat
Got a
8
break.
has pocket 10s. Let's see, heart.
Man, there ought to be some
spade.
fireworks this hand.
Yeah, let me see
I've seen
if I
some
can-
aces, pocket 10s.
Look at that, we're head up. I can't get the board. I'm not fast enough, sorry.
You
can
just
see
got
it, though.
fired. You just got whacked, buddy.
Oops.
Evelyn's back. There goes the fingers. There goes the head shaking.
Hey, Robert, you want to talk a little bit? Robert's on where I'm breaking the tournament.
How many chips you got?
Nice play, nice play.
Started with 800. Robert said he had 500 chips left. How about your wife? She's chip later. Figures. Oh, here. Have a microphone. Don't get too close because it's a loud one.
Hey, why don't you go out to the floor with that thing? Have everybody say hi to somebody at home.
You've got it. Will it work?
Yeah, it'll work. We just sent Robert Turner. He's going to go out to the table, let everybody at the table say hi to someone at home. We just had a power surge in these mics.
If you turn the mic all the way off, you get that noise.
Now you tell him.
All the way.
Shattered my eardrum.
You got to put it on standby or on.
I don't know how a peg sweats.
You know,
and I really don't want to see.
You know, it's awful. You think the management here at the bike could afford to turn on the air conditioner?
Absolutely not. They're spending every dime they got on
How
this
could you
frickin'
sit in here with
broadband.
that jacket on? My God. And another thing, while you're here, Mr.
By the way,
Manager on duty, hold on. Just
got a lot
don't
of
interrupt me.
compliments.
I'm going to be complaining here.
Okay.
Last
we had
night,
an official complaint.
Last night we had a
We're going to have a few
jackhammer going
players
in the
say a
background.
few words here.
We're improving the property for
Oh, here
our
we
customers.
go. Robert Turner.
Oh, Robert's at the table
We're going to
now.
have a few players say a few words here.
Mike Jackson,
Right from the table. Hold on 1 second.
He's a little distorted, though.
That's all right. Isaac, pick him up.
Look at it.
Hello,
Isaac.
my name is Colette. I'm the host
He
here.
points the antenna at the wall. Hey, let's
Seat
get
number
a
8.
shot of you let there.
You work with what?
Yell at the game.
You work with Mo, the master, Mo. Everyone knows Mo.
Cheesecake, anybody?
And I beat everybody. I like my hand. Whoever wants to play with me, whoever wants money comes here. In this casino, I play heads up with 5,000 buy-in. It doesn't matter. 50, 100 buy-in, 50, 100 blind. Come on, guys. Start, action. What do you need? Play, money? Come on in.
You know, Mo gets.
Hey, I bet Z that 2 people would say hi, Mom.
Yeah, I like this game. Everybody come on here, join here. Think about it.
Thank you. We're done. That was Mr. Kim.
Did you really bet him that? Ready?
C2,
Hi, Mom.
you can call me B-Dub. I happen to be losing at the moment.
Uh-oh. That means don't freaking bother me.
I'm Michael. And
Michael, what's up?
C3. And we'll see what happens with the cards.
Hey, I played. He was in my no limit game today, where I lost $100.
I wish you all the luck in the world, Michael. I love it when they're working with us.
Come on, George.
Oh, yes, another great hand. Thanks.
I might need an interpreter here.
Hello, everybody in China.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
George Jay here in seat number 4 wants to say hello to everybody in China.
All right.
Okay, everybody in China.
Just kidding.
你好吗？到中国去了。
All right.
Did
That
he
was
say?
George.
Did he say the F word in Chinese?
I have no idea. Let the censors pick that one up.
25.
Who's 25? Oh, Bet was 25.
My name is Al J. Ethier, and I want to say hello to everyone, especially from Bristol, Rhode Island. Okay.
All right. Rhode Island. I wonder if he drove in tonight. What do you think?
Hey, you see the chips in front of him. The yellow ones are $5. Those purple ones are $25 chips. Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's probably got about 1,000 sitting in front of him.
Yeah, real money.
Real cash.
I just want to say, today, this is the tightest game. This is the tightest game. I'm going to pick the newest game here.
This is not a
9 Maniac. 9,
George has got a set. He got the set here.
come here to see
That
us.
hand's over.
We are here to give you best. We are here to
I
give you
think the
best
commentators are on a
Good
5-minute
action.
delay.
Nice service, good facility, good atmosphere, nice people, clean. What you want? Close to freeway. We need you here.
Better than the Commerce.
Sound like Cal Worthington. We're freeway close.
Well, you just heard live reports from the table.
And here's my dog spot.
Yeah, you're right.
Uh-oh. Another power surge. You gave him 2 choices. He obviously took the wrong one.
I can't write another casino's name. I don't know. Only
Yeah,
bike.
it's hot.
They're gonna close what? What? Are they gonna close? They're gonna close the casino. Which one? All of them. Only this one is open.
Good answer, Mo. Good answer.
Make it 30.
All the casinos in Los Angeles area are being closed except for this one. So come to the bike.
Why is that?
Because they suck and we don't.
Let's see, the Bicycle Casino opened up in 1984. Let's see, we just celebrated 20 years here in November. And that's about how long I've been here.
Yeah.
And I know one thing,
Long
it seems
time.
like the bike is always breaking new ground. Some form in the industry. In fact, we don't know of any other brick and mortar casino who has been associated, affiliated, created a play for free site. And I know we're not the first one to stream live games, but I believe we're the first one to stream a live cash game. You won't find this on any of your poker shows. Charity Turner just walked in. You guys got chips? Charity Turner, a.k.a. Charity
Perry.
Perry.
Charity
Hey, you can check out her website.
You got a website?
Yeah. And she is very scantily clad.
What's the
That is,
website
what
name?
is it, charityperry.com?
Is that it?
Charity, just like what me and Denny work
we're gonna have
for.
to check it out.
And Perry, Perry.com.
It's hot in here, huh?
So you guys got any chips left?
Seth? We make you hot?
You into money, honey? All right. Robert and Charity are playing in the Headhunter event this evening. Having a lot of fun.
It's a shootout, women against the men, at the OK Corral.
I'm showing up here Sunday.
Hey, you know, I always thought with this...
What do you think, Denny? We're going to get 300, 400, 500 women going to be here?
Oh, gosh, yes, yes.
And they love to drink them mimosas.
It will be interesting because this is the first time we've added a buy-in to the tournament to help create a bigger prize pool for the ladies. So,
Well, it's definitely going to be a bigger prize pool, that's for sure.
oh, that's for darn sure.
The norm on the Queens events, it's a $3,500 prize pool. They pay a $10 entry, and first prize payout is normally $1,500. This year we went to a $30 buy-in. So, I mean, do the math. If we get 400 or 500 women, we're talking
30, carry the one.
$15,000 with a first prize of probably $6,000.
That's a good deal.
Quite a step up.
Maybe I'll play.
Did I do the math right on that?
I don't know.
I seen you take off your shoe. Were you counting?
Yep.
All right, back to the game.
Actually, I was pulling the
This
lint
game
out
sucks.
between my toes.
Last night was so much better. I want to see
You
some
think so?
bigger games. I want lots of money on the table. Uh-oh, somebody's whipping out the cigarettes at the table.
You can't smoke here.
Yeah, you can in the
outside.
Freedom Court. You can go to the
Oh,
Freedom
you go to
Court.
Freedom Court. There's no poker over there.
I believe we have the only facility in California where you can drink, gamble, and smoke in the same room.
That's in the Asian gaming section where you play blackjack, Pai-Gow tiles, Pai-Gow poker, Pan 9.
I'm not promoting cigarette smoking.
Chinese poker. Go smoke your heart's content. I quit 3 years ago.
Did you? Good man.
Well, it took...
you put on 40 pounds, but then you took off about 20. So you
know how you
still
quit
got
smoking?
20 pounds of excess
Let me
weight
tell you
there,
how you
Danny.
quit smoking. You get bronchitis, you get sick in bed for 3 weeks, and you don't think about
You could
smoking
die.
anymore. That's another way.
So about calling a hand or two.
What's Isaac got? He's got 4 chocolate-covered strawberries over there. He's hogging them all.
You know what? I don't know about this Isaac guy. You know, he used to be straight up. I'd come in here, he looked all professional. Now he's getting as bad as Evelyn.
You know,
He's shaking his finger, he's shaking his head like, don't do this, don't do that. Who gives a shit what we're doing?
The second night we did this, Evelyn chewed us all out. No food in this booth. And
Yeah,
look
I
at
know.
it. There's sushi all over the place.
I remember, and I think she even sent out a memo on that. I got sushi, I got, oh my God, a
Desserts?
dessert tray. I got bottles of water everywhere.
So we got a new memo coming out
Is
Monday.
that Yeah, we get a new memo Monday. If you bring it in,
We are
take
done
it
after
out.
tonight. Okay. This is it. This is official. All right, let me order some food. Get it in here. We're live at the bike. The Bicycle Casino, if you don't know where that is, we're just outside of Los Angeles, California.
Mommy, I didn't know you were listening. Evelyn didn't tell me. Hi, Mom. My mother lives up in Hellendale,
Is that
just
your mom?
outside of Victorville.
That's your mom?
Well, she's got to be watching. Mommy.
Oh, Rick's mom.
She still thinks I'm crazy. She still thinks I'm her little baby. I'm 52 years old.
You are her little baby.
No, actually, I'm 51. I'll be 52. And she still thinks I'm her little baby.
Your mom's one of the nicest ladies I've met in a long time.
And she still tries to whoop me.
We rode up motorcycles. Where she live?
Hellendale. Silver Lake.
Yeah, okay. We rode our bikes up there, and she fed us. Great meal. And then she let me take a little nap on the couch. It was great.
I'm sure she's out there listening. I should say hi to my sister, but I ain't liking her right now.
Yeah. Yeah, give him one dessert.
Now she's going to call me and I say, why don't you like me?
Because of that.
What did I do now?
What they call it?
Wow, we got a set of 9s, pocket 10s.
Tiramisu?
Seat 3. That looks like about $80, $85.
Denny, they're talking about food. Somebody's ripping up some tiramisu, baby. Oh, somebody just inquired about the delay. Absolutely. 5-minute delay. Everything you're watching happened 5 minutes ago.
What happened here? I don't know who raised. Someone, I don't even, we were chatting about something else. I don't know who the action's on, either seat 1 or 3.
Oh, I think they inquired about the delay. I think somebody's called time here. They're trying to make a decision. Well, Mike's counting some money down. Let's see, 25, 57. Looks like he's going to...
Maybe he wants to wait 5 minutes so he can get on the phone, call somebody, find out what he has. No.
Well, Mr. Kim just
that'll
pushed it
never
all
happen.
in with his set of 9s.
And I don't think I blame him. Set of 9s, pocket 10.
Oh, Mike, don't call.
Why? You got 2 more cards? What the heck?
He's not going to call.
There, he folded it.
Call.
Great laydown, Mike. That's how the game's played, folks. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
He showed them 9s.
I learned that from you. I was listening to you last night.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to bust into some Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers song, right? From The Gambler.
No, we're not
I'd sing,
promoting Indian gaming by mentioning Kenny Rogers, are we?
Did I mention Verona?
Nope, we shouldn't either. Any of our owners hear this, they probably fire us.
Say hi to my friend Ray.
Yeah, Ray Juergens down at Verona Casino. In fact, I'll be down there next weekend.
He used to be a dealer coordinator here. He was probably a dealer here at one time, right?
Actually, we both worked for him at one time. He was the tournament director / coordinator.
What did we do? What was the name of that tournament? The Carnival series of tournaments we did?
Yeah.
Where you can win actual prizes. We had prizes you could pick out and win.
Oh, I remember those cases. Just gobs of merchandise. How did you qualify? Maybe we should bring something like that back.
I couldn't tell you.
Ray would be proud.
We'd have to dig in the archives to get all the...
No, we give away his cash.
What's wrong
When's
with
the
that?
last time we gave any merchandise away? Now it's all about cash. What, you got your upcoming winning of the green. We're not giving a car.
$50,000
No
cash.
cars, no motorcycles, no nothing. You're giving cash away.
Folks, what would you rather do? Win a car, a motorcycle, or $50,000? Okay, not so. Yeah, that's how I could do it. It's $50,000 added. First place gets it all.
I like it.
We don't just add it to the prize. Well, we'll just give it all to first place. Don't hold me to that, folks. That's not the way it's happening. It'd be $50,000 added to the tournament.
Why?
Spread the love, you know? Spread the love.
Does it drive the entries? Or you just do it out of the kindness of your heart?
I do it out of the kindness of my heart.
Adding all
it
this
ain't my money. What do I care?
Hey, take it easy. Is this a business decision, or are you just a nice guy?
If it was up to me, it'd be $100,000.
I sure as hell hope Jim's not listening to this broadcast tonight. I don't think he'll let us do another budget as long as we live.
No, it's actually a very good business decision because it does indeed drive the entries throughout the 3 weeks of tournament.
Now you're talking. You just saved our ass.
Did I say the right thing? You know, Hashem, if you gave us 100,000, though, we'd really be driving them entries home.
Well, then, of course, we'd have parking problems. We can't deal with the parking problems.
And don't forget, we should start Legends about 3:30 in the afternoon every day.
Picture.
We haven't decided that this year, have we?
No. Hey, what time do you prefer having a tournament?
Picture.
Major tournament.
Yeah, somebody write in and tell us.
Okay.
I'd like to have it about 3:15 in the afternoon every day.
That way everybody gets to bed at a reasonable hour.
That's right. You can send your comments or suggestions to...
Let me, I bet I got this one.
All right, go ahead.
Admin
You know,
at thebike.com.
Okay.
No, you didn't think I knew that, did you?
Spell admin?
Don't.
A-D-M-I.
I think that's going to be screaming at Sunday's event. Admin. It's a ladies only event. I know, it went right over your head, right? Do I have to explain this?
Your mom wants me to knock you upside the head. What did he do? I got it for you. Here you go. Whack.
Gee, thanks, Claudia. Then he just thumped me in the
is that
temple.
Claudia? That's not your mom?
No, it's Claudia.
Oh, hi, Claudia. How are you doing?
You can write her at 2 times the lady at AOL.com. Watch her get a shitload of mail.
Does she have a website? All the other ladies in this joint do.
No, she's breast challenged.
Breast challenged.
Now she's going to kill me.
We should have a bikebabe.com.
But she's been working out really hard lately. She got herself a personal trainer.
How much
took
that
off
cost
a few
you?
pounds.
Few?
She was down here playing trips
be
the other
realistic.
night.
When you say a few, how many has she lost? 40, 50 pounds?
I think so, somewhere around there.
I'm so proud of her.
She'd be more than happy to tell you.
Oh, I know. She told me once.
We had her in the casino the other night, propping up the Trips game. First night it opened. She loved it.
Pretty soon that fat
all I
boy's going to
need.
be too big for her. She's going to have to downgrade to a Sportster.
Oh, yeah. If you guys don't know my wife, she does ride a Harley.
These are very good.
And it's usually me chasing her.
That's right.
Are we going to talk about the game at all tonight?
Good.
Are we going to promote anything? Is this all you guys doing here?
This is it. Eating.
This is weak.
Hey, is this anybody's water? I need a water. It's too damn hot in here.
Working conditions suck, huh?
You know, your freebie commentators are wearing thin here.
What's this super satellites? Weekly satellites. Well, let's see. January's out. We got February
going tomorrow.
12th, 19th, and 26th, and April 2nd. Buy-in's $100, $20 entry
tomorrow,
fee with
right?
$100 multiple rebuys. Yeah, we got one tomorrow.
Yeah. And the top 16 players in that get points. Once you have 2 points, which 16th place will
Hey,
get.
Bellagio's advertising an estimated $7 million prize
Tell them
pool.
what the points. The points get you into a point playoff on April 9th.
Uh-huh.
It's a $120 buy-in, no rebuys, no limit hold'em. The winner gets a $25,000 seat to the World Poker Tour Championship at the Bellagio in Las Vegas.
You missed something. You should have read this. He also gets $1,000 traveling cash.
Well, I was trying to take a breath, and I was going to put that in there.
Yeah, I'm laying down.
Hey, have you been promoting your nooner tournaments and your nooner night
Not
tournament?
today, but yes, I have in the past.
You know, those are even available on our Play for Free site.
That's
We
true.
do nooners every day at 12:15.
Free tournaments on the...
Somebody called me a couple hours ago. In
call
fact,
you?
I think it was Z. We had over 400 players playing for free on our site.
These people
I don't
are
remember.
sick.
They're sick.
They got to get a life. On our site?
Somebody told me that poker, a cashless system, cardless system, chipless system, it's coming to a casino near. We already got it. It's called Play for Free.
I know. Wait till it comes to the casino, though.
Oh, yeah.
All these dealers will be out of a job.
You and I will be pushing around chip. No, there will
we'll
be no chip
We'll
card.
be
What are we gonna
carrying
do?
little screwdrivers to fix the machines.
Oh, there you go. We'll be slot techs. Super Bowl 39. Why is this in here? That's over. New England kicked butt.
I don't know. Talk to the producer.
Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, Jay says.
Trips are better. Rollover stud poker. Fast pace. 5-card stud poker. The Joker is
That's a fun
absolutely
game,
wild.
man. This is an electronic. It's like a video poker. Trips. 5-card stud. It's a fun game.
Hey, let's talk about our friends down at Extra Sports 570. I mean, they do announcements for us, right?
Are you sure they're down? They're
Well,
up, aren't they?
No, I think they're down.
Down would be in Orange County. Up.
I thought they were down south, like San Diego or something. Where are they located,
Well,
Evelyn?
the transmitter is
Transmitter, you mean the big honking antenna?
Mighty 690. That was
Same
Mexico.
people. A.K.A. Eria,
Now-
Tijuana,
Hey,
Mexico.
you did that pretty good. I think they're all up in Burbank right now. Clearwater.
So what's the next event for Extra Sports? It looks like
Extra Sports.
April 3rd,
April 3rd.
right here at the Bicycle Casino. No Limit Hold'em tournament.
That's right.
$100 buy-in, $25 entry fee with no rebuy.
First and second place advance to a final competition and to be held at the Ponce Casino
Well, that's
for a
exciting.
winner-take-all tournament, which will be over $20,000.
You mean one winner?
One winner, winner-take-all.
Second place gets absolutely nothing.
Right. In the finals.
Do you get your room at the Palms?
Yes. Read the fine print, would you?
I never read the fine print. That's why I'm in the financial situation I'm in.
That's why we got all these lawsuits about our rules. So you don't read the fine print.
I always make sure we got that little part in there. It says management has the right to cancel or modify.
Modify. That's the key right there. Modify.
Monday night shootouts. I got to talk to you about that. $1,000 buy-in.
Hosted by Mo, seat number 9.
Hosted by Mo Fathiper.
We pay 2 places, 70, 30% split.
All right, I've had enough of these promotions. Hey, did you get some final numbers on tonight's
No,
Battle of
would
the
you like me to
Sexes?
run over there?
Yeah, why don't you run back there and bring us back some numbers? Bring us back some water, too. Battle of the Sexes. Give me a chip count on the Turner family.
Small blind, please.
Now I'm in here all by myself. Just me and Evelyn and Isaac shaking their fingers at me.
Small blind, sir.
Honey, I miss you. I can't believe they got me doing this.
Hi, Tony.
Well, might as well talk about poker.
Tony, you want to play one round?
What's a shootout, you might wonder? Well, everybody buys in for a specific amount of money, and that's what you play. What's in front of you?
Calls me King Deuce of Clubs. What am I going to do?
Players must always keep their cards in full view. As you can tell, I'm reading the prompter right now. I hope this doesn't sound too commercial. Rabbit hunting. Why is it against the house rules? Rabbit hunting. For those of you who don't know, that means when a wager is not being called, they look at the next card coming off the deck as if they had called. Well, we don't allow that in our casino. But for our viewing audience, we do have a rabbit cam, and occasionally, when Evelyn and Isaac are feeling a little froggy, we'll take some rabbit cam shots. We'll show you what that turn card or river card would have been. Well, not much going to happen here. All right, somebody's boxing up their chips. That means we're going to have a player that's more than likely going to play over. Playing over, that means one player is going to take a break. They call the next player off the board, and he'll play in that same seat position. I guess we need bigger boxes. So who we got coming in? You heard anything from the floor, F? No. See if I recognize this guy. He's big. No, don't recognize him.
That was quick.
Mo's not reeling this one in.
He's back.
Once again, we're live at the bike. This is a $500 buy-in, no limit hold'em game. Blinds are 5 and 10.
35.
Give us half an hour and then I can give my seat. It doesn't matter. You don't have to. What is my
Oh, they both flopped a king. Seat 7. Who we got in 7? Is that, where's the seat list? Whoever it is, you sit between Al and Ulette. Robert, maybe. I think it's Robert.
long time? Yeah. 25 minutes ago.
Oh, the player who just joined us, Tony, seat 1. Mr. Kim's taking a little breather. Probably got a little warm down under the lights.
Yes. Go ahead. Don't worry. Take your time. If the players are, if they sit off first, I call you. You sit down there, you sit down yourself.
Pocket aces. Pocket rockets.
50. Three players.
Pocket ace is still the best hand. Seat 9's got him a pair of 4s there. Wasn't interested. Go back to the other one. Live at the Bike is brought to you by Joker Gaming in association with iStream Planet. iStream Planet stationed in Las Vegas. They've been assisting in our streaming. Want to thank them. I don't think we could have pulled this off without them. Hi, Mayo, Mio, Alex. How you guys doing tonight? How about our friends at MSN or AOL Windows Media? Hope they're listening.
I like these cards. These two, I like it. I said I like these cards.
Evelyn just walked out of the room, so I have no idea what these players have right now. So I guess I'll slide down here and look at these other monitors.
You handle the race?
I'm sorry?
You handle 200 race?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Bart just walked in.
Then I have
Roll in. Come on.
One of our newest
You
team
say no,
members.
I got his 200.
Rick. How you doing, Rick? How's it going tonight?
Good. I think the techs and the director are a little fed up with me and Denny's silliness tonight. I don't think we spent a lot of time talking about poker this evening.
Well, you know, Denny and I were trying to do Padoogie in Omaha last night. We weren't really on set up for that, so you can imagine what bantering we had to do last night between the two of us.
I cracked up when he was giving his rendition how Yosh may have possibly invented that name.
Invented his name or Padoogie?
Padoogie.
I
still don't know if it's spelled with a B or a P.
A B, spelled with a B.
For sure.
Yeah. Pretty sure. So, Rick, familiarize with what game is going on here. It's a 500 no limit game?
500 no limit.
Okay.
Blinds 5 and 10.
Blinds are 5 and 10.
Yeah, it's been a pretty controlled game.
Really?
This is something I'd be interested in playing it. Man, when they start throwing the chips all over the table, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Absolutely. And people were watching us last night. Like I said, the table's pretty much built for a Hold'em type setup. And now that we have the internet built-in cards here, people can see what everyone has very clearly. And this is basically what we're going to be doing every night.
Hey, I want to thank Steve of the engineering department. He's done a fantastic job on his table. We just he just plugged in the lights down there below the lenses, and if you look on our monitors here, it has really enhanced the cards. I mean, before we were struggling to look at these things. Hey, there we go. There's one of those little itty bitty lights. We just let out our trade secret.
Tony, Kim.
Now it's going to be raced to see who can put the biggest light bulb in a whole cam.
In the whole cam. So who's been the big winner tonight, Rick, so far?
Not really.
Kim.
Not a whole lot of money being pushed around.
No?
Most picked up a couple nice hands.
Looks like we're kind of playing at a short table here, about 5 people. Some people maybe got up to step away from the table. A little bit interesting, no limit.
Yeah, let's see. They've been at it for like 3 hours now.
Oh, yeah.
We still got another hour and a half to go. I'm sure those lights get a little warm for them.
And ask our engineers, was that the blind hand or was that the raising hand that brought that in?
No, it's chips is here.
So you have one more game. Go ahead.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. So
the hand you seen was
C8.
I said mucked.
Oh. Seed 8 brought it in with a Jack 9.
No, because
decent sized raise. And then just kind of made a steal bet there towards the end. It was scary flop. Ace garbage. Let's position bet. He had position on
I need like 4,
7-6.
Sit down, relax. Where's my stuff in the way?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I didn't want to steal your sunglasses.
Those are yours.
Oh, those are mine. Tells you what kind of day I've been having at 2040 table.
You get a chance to play today?
Yes, I did.
How'd you do?
That game can be pretty brutal sometimes.
What were you playing?
2040.
Limit Hold'em.
Limit Hold'em 2040.
Yeah, it can be pretty brutal.
That's a big game. That's a very, very big game.
I'm going to raise again. This time $50.
You prefer limit versus no limit?
You know, I do both. Just
really?
today I felt limit was was raining out, and I felt that I had limit. Now, seat 9 bring it in for 55, he said. And he's just, pair, he says. Pair.
You know, if all you're going to talk about is poker, I'm going to throw you out of here. I was having fun a minute ago.
I'm sorry, Rick. Actually, Rick, you know, I had started coming into the bike about 4 or 5 months ago full time, and you were one of the first people that I met, and you're very nice to me, and just like most of the floor men and the managers here. Very, very inviting environment to come
thank you.
Welcome. It really is. And if people are unaware, the bike really has the best type of rake system in town, too. We take less money than any other card club in town.
And we pay you to play.
Absolutely. That card, that player's card is unbelievable. You know, if you can put in a few hours a month, you're going to get some of your rake on your card.
Let's see, you were playing what? You were playing 20 Hold'em today.
I was playing 20 Hold'em.
Let's just assume for a minute that you're a regular player.
Yep.
You get in your 25 hours.
Yep.
You're eating every hour. That's what's available to you.
Yep.
Or if you accumulate over 25 hours, you're making $5 an hour each hour over 25.
Exactly. And Rick, you know,
for
it's funny.
some people, that makes a car payment.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny. I actually work here at the bike now. But before I worked here, I was coming here a lot, and I was playing 2040 about, say, I played a lot about $200 a month. And
wow.
You know, I would eat maybe one meal per time I'd come in, 8 to 10 hours. And I got to tell you, the last month that I was here as a non-employee, that month I took home about $1,100, which is, you know, really, really incredible.
Oh yeah. It pays to play at the bike.
Pays to play at the bike, absolutely. And like you said, any yellow chip game, you're going to get free food, the 100 no limit, 200 no limit.
Actually, we feed all our players.
You do feed all the players.
Even the 1-2 stud players, they get 3 hours of play in.
That's right.
Actually, it doesn't even have to be 3 hours of play. If they get swiped 3 times,
right,
and they come around and swipe on the hour,
right,
you're entitled to a complimentary meal.
And the yellow chip is
one swipe.
One swipe. That's what I was thinking. One swipe. And the food here is really great too.
What's the name of that dessert I want?
Tiramisu.
Yeah.
Everybody say it with me. Tiramisu.
And the other thing Denny and I were talking about last night that's really great here too is the new 100,000 jackpots that they put in the afternoon for 6, 12, 8, 16. $100,000 jackpots, qualifying hands, aces full of tens, beating my quads. And it gets really busy down here, and come down, put $100, and you could walk out with about $50,000.
Absolutely.
Hit the jackpot.
I got some stuff I'm working on right now that I'm going to roll out in April. Can't tell you all the details. I'd have to kill you, but I'm talking some serious money. This is going to be the jackpot capital of the world.
Oh, yeah, because, again, if you compare, we're looking at higher jackpots here than any other place in town.
Absolutely.
We really are.
Let's see, tomorrow night we're going to be featuring a 200 no-limit game. And as of this broadcast, I believe the jackpot was $88,000. So, I think they kick it up every day, $1,000.
They do.
So tomorrow night, those players are going to have an opportunity not only to be seen on live at the right, but they're going to have a shot at $89,000.
$89,000.
Aces full of tens cracked. You make a smooth 44-5.
That's right. You're the loser, you take home 50%, and if you're the winner, you take home, I believe it's 25%.
Yeah.
And then there's a table share.
If you're the pot winner, you get 25%, and then all those who were involved in that particular hand will split up the remaining 25%.
At that table. So people who aren't familiar with the jackpot, you don't actually have to be involved in the hand. You just have to be sitting at the table.
Hell, you don't even have to know how to play.
Exactly. You can just come and sit down and see if you hit it.
Or be lucky enough to be at a table where somebody else does.
If you're trying to learn Texas Hold'em, come down and play 2-4, 3-6. All the green chip games qualify for jackpot games.
That's right.
And
I'm under auto.
And if you don't know how to play, you can always come down and we can hook you up with a poker college with our Dean of Poker, Sharon Silvas.
Absolutely.
All right, you know what? I'm getting out of here. It's time for me to have my Dos Amigos.
Rick.
And for those of you who don't know what Dos Amigos, I'm going to go have me 2 tacos in the grill right now.
Rick, it's been nice.
Bart, it's a blast. And
Denny,
here's
come back.
Denny.
I did take a shower. Hey, we got our prize pool in that tournament, $11,450 plus bounties. Plus bounties, and you need to.
What kind of food is that?
Here, we got to trip over
I don't
thirds
want
here.
it.
Picture a small closet and 20 people in it, and that's about what we have. Sorry about that.
And Denny, he just tripped over the cord and almost choked me. But that's okay.
Just saying, picture a small closet. Yeah, about 5 hours ago.
Where's Mr. King?
So, Rick and I were talking about some of the promotions that were going on the bike, the jackpots and stuff, and I was saying that when you and I commentated last night, we were doing Paducah and Omaha, but the table's really set up for Hold'em.
Sure
Really
is.
get a good feel for this game.
Makes a big difference. Look, Mo in seat 10 or 9 has pocket 10s.
Yeah, look at that, right on the button. Great position. And Mo's been actually making a good amount of raises while you were gone.
Right.
Kind of steal raises. So let's see if he gets a
Why
caller.
only me
No, he
and
doesn't
you?
get a caller.
Heads up.
And Mo, he's going to
Jack
he
9.
does get a caller.
Oh, here
He
comes
does
the
get a
flop.
caller. Jack 9 versus pocket 10s.
Got 2 overcards there.
Now, C2 is going to be in first position.
I got one pair.
He's out of position. He's going to check. And
Here,
C10
you hear
is-
Mo, he
he's telling
goes,
the
I
truth.
got
He's
one
got
pair.
one pair.
That's the truth.
I tried my hand.
Very confident about his hand, Mo. But, if you're in Mo's position, that's a strong bet.
No.
But at the same time, you can be looking at someone in C2 with a weak queen or a
Oh,
queen jack.
Well,
or
he
five
bet
grand.
like $250. He used purple chips. Those are $25 chips.
You must be kidding, huh?
So again, we're not talking about small amounts of money, especially in this game, in the 500 game, and it's not a tournament. It's a real amount of money. Mo made a strong bet there. He had third pair,
Yeah.
but he used his position to muscle around C2. So, that was a pretty good example of how you use
Mo
position.
picks up an ace-7 of spades this hand. 10-5 of diamonds in
that one.
seat 2. George seat 4 is 10 deuce. He's going to muck that. Seat 7 might call queen jack.
So far, it's just a call of $10.
Now, Mo had just limped in with ace-7.
Yeah,
And so we're going to see a flop.
6 players here.
A7's going to be a slight favorite all over these hands, but we're going to see.
Seat 5 is, seat 5 is pocket 5. We got is that a King Jack 3 on the board?
Yeah, and seat 7's got the best hand right now, but I believe it was checked around. No one has top pair. We're looking at
Well, we got a couple hearts, though. Seat 3 has a heart.
Flops. 3 hearts on the flop.
$25 bet. That's not a real big bet.
No, not in this game. Not in this game.
Now, if I'm seat 3 with a queen of hearts, I might call.
Absolutely. Now, seat 7, you know, take a look at the information. No one bet the king, so he thinks he probably has the best hand with Jack Queen, and he does for the moment. For the moment, he does.
Seat 3 calls.
Seat 3 calls.
4 and 5 both fold.
So we're going to go heads up against
Head up here.
7 and
Okay, heads up.
seat 3.
No heart.
No heart. So seat 7 still has the best hand.
Jack's a pair.
He's going to show the
And
Jack.
he's just going to
Nobody's
check
bet.
it down. Afraid of the king. Maybe Denny was afraid of maybe a weak king, something like that.
Yeah.
And he took the pot down.
We are live at the Bicycle Casino. This is a live $500 buy and no limit hold'em game. We have a seat open here if you'd like to come on down. Game will be going all night, I'm sure. It is Friday night, right?
It is Friday night.
Friday night at the bike. We'll be here till 10 o'clock, broadcasting live. Invite your friends.
We're going to be broadcasting live every day from Wednesday through Saturday.
Wednesday through Saturday, 6 to 10. Tomorrow night we'll be showing you the No Limit Hold'em $200 buy-in game.
And people who might be a little bit intimidated by the size of this game, the $200 buy-in game, anyone can really, come down and play that game. Blinds are 3, 5, $200 maximum buy-in.
There, sir?
Pots can get very, very big, but you can come and take 1 or 2 shots for sure.
And that game, too, there's a jackpot involved. And it's
Absolutely.
up to $85,000 right now.
Rick and I were talking about that just a second ago. Aces full of 10s, cracked by quads. And table shares, 50% for the loser, 25% for the winner.
Big blind, sir.
And the rest of the table splits the rest of the money up. So, I mean, you can come down here with $200, try to
Live
learn
straddle.
some hold'em and come out with, 30, 40 grand if you hit the jackpot.
We're doing a Sweetheart Weekend here at tournaments. We got one going on right now. Tomorrow we have a tag team where the men and the women play together. It'll be a limit hold'em tag team event. No limit hold'em final table. The buy-in's $120 per team. And we're letting the first 25 ladies in for free. So ladies, registration will open at 12:30. Be in line. If you're the first 25, we'll pick up your part of the buy-in, $60 value.
Now, Denny, we have a really, really interesting hand brewing here.
We sure do. We got a lot of aces out.
Mo,
Ace Jack, Ace 10, Ace Jack, and a King Queen.
Mo limped in with a King Queen, and it looks like everybody limped in Ace Jack, Ace Jack.
One of the aces folded already, though.
Ace 10 folded.
Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of aces on board, are
No, there isn't. But this is a ragged flop, which basically means no high cards. We're going to see someone maybe try to steal this pot. No, it doesn't look like the pot's big enough, and they're going to check around. And there's the 10. And seat 3 is probably killing himself right now because he realizes he has the best hand.
Smelled it, huh?
Yeah, he is.
200.
Now, Mo is going to take a stab at this pot.
Mo, all he needs is a jack.
He has a gut shot straight draw, but he doesn't know that the other jacks are out.
Two of them.
Two of them are out. So, this is what's called a semi-bluff, which basically means you don't necessarily have the best hand yet. You're making a bluff, but at the same time, there are cards to come which can make you the best hand.
Can we zoom in to see how much he bet there? I can't tell if those are
200.
yellow or
Okay, let
purple
me give you
chips.
some hint.
I think it was $200.
$200. Those are purple chips, yes.
Yeah.
Ace kicker.
Yeah, I got it.
No, ace kicker.
Look at Mo. He's trying to talk him into calling.
Yeah, Mo's trying to tell the other players he's got ace 10. But it's going to be very, very hard for any of these ace jacks to really call. They both don't have any types of draws, and they're just really going for overcards. Pot really isn't that big. I'd be surprised if it's a caller. Mo takes the pot down. That's a really good bet by Mo.
He may be hurt.
On a rag flop here like
He
this.
may be hurt. All right. Where's the flop?
I'm going to be hurt. You raised me out.
And is he going to show it?
I know it was up there.
Mo's quite a character.
9, 6, 9, 10.
4.
Straight draw.
Straight draw.
Straight draw, exactly.
You're
Nine,
saying, you
10.
son of a gun.
need
I had to beat.
I need see, Jack tells you lose.
They were hard, so I couldn't yell. Not enough for me.
I have to smell that.
You know?
So, you know, Mo made a good play, which is sometimes a fundamental play in poker where you see the flop get checked around.
Sir,
and unfortunately,
if you were in,
you
it
bet
wasn't
right
200.
into
It was all in.
Especially no limit.
If
bet
three
right
people
into it
in,
and try to pick
it
up
wasn't
the pot.
200. It was all in.
I would have been all in.
Go before me, I lay down.
No, you're
Very
first. Actually. You got the action.
And we really do have a bunch of characters at
Yeah,
this
if you
table.
go all in, then I'm scared.
Good thing about how, if you watch the broadcast, you can see how many of these poker players really lie about their hands. Oh, I had ace 9, I had ace 10, I had a straight draw. Well, we really see what you had.
This one has no money.
What's
Three players.
It looks like this
All in, though.
pre-flop's just kind of been limped around. No one really has a good hand. C2, flops top pair. With two
It
clubs.
isn't my blood, sir.
And it
3,
looks
4
like he's going
times
to bet
a night
right out.
bluff.
Looks
It's
like
not
he
my
bet
bluff.
about
I don't show my bluff.
150.
I show 3 times a night.
175.
But at
and
least
he's gonna
10
take
times
the
I
pot
bluffed
right
it.
down.
I gotta go doctor, change my
Again, we're
all
live at the
bluff.
bike, broadcasting
be
500 buy-in.
Conservative play.
500 buy-in.
I can't. I can't.
We're going to be broadcasting from 6 to 10 every week from Wednesday to Saturday. Come on down.
And
We're
it's
about
Jack King.
10 miles south, downtown Los Angeles. We've got great jackpot offers from 1 to 3 and from
Yeah, he's there. He's
10
been trying
to
to
12
Go ahead,
and
man.
from 2 to 4. We have super jackpots going. In 6,
Ah,
12,
from
8,
that
16,
phone?
100,000.
Oh, you ordered pigeon?
Bad beat jackpots. And again, it's a Friday. You know, come on down tomorrow night, Saturday night. You've never been to the bike. Come on down, try a $100 max buy-in, no limit table. It's a lot of fun. Tomorrow night we're going to be broadcasting the 200 game. And if you'd like to come down and get on the broadcast, just come on down, put your name on the table, put your name on the board, and you can be on this broadcast. Now, looking at a flop of 3, 6, 3, 2 diamonds. Seat 9 has a flush draw. And seat 3 and seat 8 both flop top pair with a 6-8 and a 9-6. And it looks as though seat 8 is going to call for the seat 3. Both of them have top pair. Seat 8 has the kicker, though, in Hold'em, which is the keys. It's got the second card that's higher. And another card comes 7, which is no help to either. This could be interesting. Now, seat 3 is going to bet right in, again with top pair. Doesn't know that his kicker is beat, though. And seat 8 has a very, very interesting call here to make. Could he be betting into a flush draw, seat 3? And he makes the call, and the river comes jack.
He wasn't diamond draw. No. Probably.
And seat 8 takes the hand down with 9-6 with a 9 kick. The jack. Excuse me, it's a chop pot. 6s and 3s with a 7 and a jack. Basically, again, you need to use the best 5 cards on the table. And both of them had pairs of 6s and a pair of 3s. And the jack on the river gave seat 3 and 8 a chop, basically a tie hand. They both had the same hands. 3, 6, 3. 6s and 3s with a jack kicker.
Okay, I will. I'll remember that.
I put you on a flush draw, so I wanted you to call.
And he put him on a flush draw, so you wanted him to call. Again, we see this banter at these games. This is a very, very big game. Very, very big game. You can see thousands and thousands of dollars thrown in, basically any type of pot. Again, it's no limit, which basically means that, there is no cap to each bet that you can put on each street, the flop, the turn, the river.
It's been raised.
It looks like seat
35.
Seat 3.
Yeah, 3 players.
Now, we have 2 players that flopped top pair, but seat 4 has flopped a set, which is 3 of a kind. Now, this can be developed to be interesting, and it got checked around. Seat 3 is going to trap these players. Excuse me, seat 4 has flopped a set. Seat 2 is going to bet his top pair, and seat 4 is just going to flat call. again, probably trying to trap C2 for a big bet on the river. And let's see what happens. And a 9 comes on the river. C2 probably still thinks he has the best hand.
Last Sunday.
And it looks like he's going for chips. He's going to
talked
make
to
a
him.
strong bet, and we're
He was
probably
there, he
going to
was in
see
my
a
house.
raise from C4 here. C4 has got
He's gonna come
3
back.
of a
He's
kind.
gonna come here next
There
Sunday.
really aren't many draws here. Let's see what C4 does here. I'm going to expect a pretty decent sized raise. You know he's probably most likely has C2 beat. C2 thinks he has the best hand. Let's see what's going to happen here. Very, very, very interesting hand. Again, we're looking at a set of 3s against top pair with a 10 kicker. And seat 4 goes all in. Now remember, he flat called in each street. On each street he flat called, and he was making a trap bet. Let's see if it's going to work. He didn't have that many chips in front of him. It's about 125 more. And it looks like C2 is going to call, and he's going to be dismayed by the fact that he's going to be a loser. And seat 4 flops over his 3 of a kind, takes it down. Very, very interesting
Wednesday
hand.
and Saturday is 200. 200 notice.
If you heard that comment, he said he was playing it like a sweating billets. Really made it. That was a great, great play by C4 and a no limit hold'em cash game. Just smooth called the turn, smooth called the flop, trapped C2 into making a bet on the river, knowing that he had the best hand the whole time.
They change it to limit holder. It is 500, 1,000, or 400, 800.
Small big?
That's a big game.
Again, we're live at the bike here, broadcasting, streaming live our $500 minimum buy-in, no limit game. Tomorrow night from 6 to 10, we're going to be streaming our $200 buy-in, no limit game. We're going to be doing this every day from Wednesday to Saturday, from 6 to 10. And again, come on down to the bike. From the airport, 105 East to the 710 South. From north of Los Angeles, 5 to the 710. About 15 minutes from downtown LA. Come on down, give Texas Hold'em a try. Play our Jackpot games. Come and play in some of our free roll tournaments. We have nooner and night tournaments, small buy-in tournaments. $15 buy-in. If you're new to the game, coming down at noon and at 7 o'clock. Different tournaments spread here every single day. We get a different level for everyone here at the casino. Now we're looking at a flop 6-6-4, and the turn came 10. So C2's got a top pair, and it was checked around again, and the river we're looking at an 8. So C2's got top pair, he's going to make a small bet, and C3 was on a straight draw, folded his hand.
Thanks, sir. Thank you very much.
Looks like we've seen pretty solid play here tonight. Not a lot of big pots. If anyone's familiar with Doyle Brunson's book, No Limit Hold'em, Super System. No Limit Hold'em's a game about stealing small pots. It's not necessarily a game about pushing all your chips in. That only happens, once in a great while where you're going to see a huge pot. But we've seen some pretty solid play and people picking up little small pots and building their chip stacks up too.
Well, what do you get?
Pretty good amounts.
Lamb kebab, chicken kebab.
Huh?
Lamb, chicken,
Yeah.
New York steak.
Come on down and say hi to Mo in seat 9 tomorrow. He's going to be
Hot
here. He's here
chicken,
almost every day at the bike. He'd love to introduce yourself. Tell him that you saw him on the broadcast and have a great time. Or come on down and play with him. He's quite the character. Quite the character here at the bike. It looks like the small blind is going to bring this hand in for a raise. Out of position. Oh, excuse me. She went down. I'm sorry. Apologies. We're looking at ace-9, king-jack, 6-10, and a pair of 5s for seat 9.
Got a big hand going, huh?
Look at
Look at that flop.
3 aces. Seat 4's got ace-9. Now the question is, slow play it? He's got 2
I
clubs on
would.
the board. Even with 2 clubs on the board, Denny?
Oh, 2 clubs? No, probably not.
And welcome back, by the way, Denny.
Thank you.
Denny
Sorry, I had to
stepped
leave for a
out
minute.
second.
Well, now look at it.
And now seat 4 got to feel pretty confident about the full house.
Aces full of queens. Now, if somebody had pocket queens, that would give them 4 of a kind, but we wouldn't have a jackpot because the ace-9 cannot use both the whole cards.
The key to the jackpot is you have to use both of your cards in the hand. Both cards have to be used in the jackpot. And it looks like seat 4. Oh, actually, you know what? Didn't it look like seat 4 checked that on the river, didn't it?
Yeah, seat 2 came out betting. Anyway, 4 wins.
4 wins, obviously, with the aces full. Yeah, but again, the jackpot is very interesting. You have to use both cards in your hand to hit the jackpot. Like you said, if you had 4 queens here with 2 queens, it wouldn't be aces full of queens for the person in seat 4 because he has a 9 kicker, and it wouldn't play. Danny, why don't you tell us about some of the other bigger tournaments that are coming on in the next month? Win of the Green coming up.
Win of the Green, March 3rd through the 28th. It's our 16th annual tournament. We do it every year. And the buy-ins this year range from $100 all the way up to $2,500 championship event. There's a 50,000 best all-around point playoff. What that means is, see, during every event, the top 16 players start accumulating points. 16th will get like 2 points, and first place might get 60 points. And it's all mathematically done. Anyway, the more points you get, the more starting chips you'll get for our best all-around playoff, which is on the 28th. We're adding $50,000 in that tournament.
I check my possible.
And Denny, for people that aren't familiar with and might be maybe possibly intimidated by a buy-in in a tournament that might be, say, $300 to $500, the bike always spreads single table satellites for those types of
Single table
events.
satellites, usually for a $300 buy-in, you play a $40 satellite.
Right.
Play against 10 other guys. The house gets a little bit for its trouble and to pay for the dealers. And then the winner of the satellite usually gets $330 back.
Right. So basically you're looking at, coming in, spending $40 and maybe getting yourself into a good-sized tournament.
That's right.
Denny, a tournament that's going to have a $300 buy-in and a no limit usually is going to at least crack $100,000 for the prize pool, at least, at a minimum.
300 no rebuy tournament, you're going to get probably 400, 500 players.
Exactly.
No, too many beat me.
And how long has Win of the Green been going on for? Quite a while.
16 years.
Quite a while, right?
This will be 16.
Right, you lay down. You lay down. If you have to do some jack, you lay down.
What's your heart, Donald?
And then our big ones in August, Legends of Poker.
Legends of Poker. And I'm sure some of the people at home who are watching are familiar with this. It's been broadcast on...
That's where we do our World Poker Tour event.
It's been broadcast on the Travel Channel. Doyle Brunson won the main event this year.
That's right. We had 667 entries this last year.
One of the biggest, by far the biggest ever.
Yeah.
By far the biggest.
And we're expecting 1,000 this year.
Expecting 1,000,
Yes,
really?
in fact, we're splitting the first day into 2 days.
Oh, kind of like what they did at the World Series.
Exactly. In fact,
supposed to do at
the World Series is actually doing 3 days.
Oh, really?
3-day ones this year.
3-day ones. Wow.
It's just grown so big, none of us have the room or the staff to handle it all at one time. So this year we're going to take the first 500 one day, and then everybody else plays the second day.
One of the other things I've seen, Denny, on some of the big internet poker sites, approaching the Legends tournament last year, were actually satellites online to get you into the Legends tournament.
That's right.
The major poker sites are going to have a whole bunch of satellites to get you in here in August.
That's right. That's
just
true.
like they do at the World Series and just like they do at the other events.
$75 raise.
I remember there was one site that sent us like 40 players.
Yeah, it's really amazing, isn't it? It's really funny, Denny, since I've been here for about the last half an hour, we really haven't seen any types of super premium hands.
Nothing big, huh?
And a lot of people can be confused sometimes if they're watching this broadcast versus when they're watching TV and they're seeing a tournament play and they see all these big hands and they don't realize that, the shows are pretty severely edited.
Right.
And we're doing this live.
Right.
And
there's a nice shot. We had a nice shot of the ceiling there a second ago.
Oh, yeah?
He loves that game.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times, anyways, the point I was trying to make, Denny, is that, poker's a waiting game. And, sometimes you go through periods where you're not going to see a lot of premium hands.
Sure.
But in No Limit Hold'em, you have the opportunity to bet and maneuver your way around in the game.
I'm hooked, man. I've been coming in before work. I play a little bit.
Okay, 4 players.
Play at our Play for Free site at thebike.com. And it's a lot of fun.
And if people aren't familiar with actually who you are, too, if they come down and play a tournament, they're definitely going to see you.
Yeah, I'm the fat guy. I'm the tournament coordinator here at
Yes.
the bike. I'm the one that you'll see up on the podium starting the tournament.
Starting the tournament. Shuffle up and deal.
The major ones, anyway.
Yep, shuffle up and deal. That's your line, right?
Well, actually, that's Jack McClellan's line.
Oh, is it? Oh,
he originated that years ago, and it seems like an appropriate line to use when you're starting a tournament.
Absolutely. And it looks. Seat 9's flopped nut straight right here.
Sure has.
Yes.
Jack Queen.
And he definitely has a nut straight now. He's got the best hand because there aren't 3 hearts on the board.
No. Nothing.
Probably
can
not
beat
going to
him.
see a lot of action though because seat 8 has third pair. Seat 7 has an under pair.
Right.
And Mo's going to make a medium-sized bet, and he's not even going to get a caller. Mo reminds me of a lot of good no-limit hold'em players where they make a lot of strong moves in positions, and then you got to think, well, is he making a steal at this pot? Is he just trying to be aggressive? But you never know. Like
That's
in that
right.
case, if someone were to try to come over the top of him, well, Mo's got the nuts.
I've watched Mo, and he mixes up his game pretty good. Sometimes he is bluffing, and sometimes he's got it, And that's
And he
that,
definitely had the goods that hand, didn't he?
that's what makes a good no-limit player.
Absolutely.
I don't care what you play if it wins.
Okay.
Exactly.
You played the right hand.
Exactly.
I don't care what they say.
5 players.
A lot of times, too, in no-limit cash games, which people might be a little bit unfamiliar with, you can limp in and play actually a lot more hands that you could play in a tournament or in, say, a limit game because you have what's called implied odds standing, which basically means if you hit your hand, you're going to win so much more money because of what other people's chip stack sizes are. So you can maybe lose a little bit of equity pre-flop calling with a hand that might not be so good with the hope that you're going to make a big score down. Whereas in limit, you're limited to a certain amount of bets. So you see a lot of people limp in with suited connectors and no limit, low pocket pairs. Low pocket pair and no limit cash game is a very strong hand because, if you have someone with ace king who flops an ace, but you have a set, your set's pretty hidden.
That's
and
right.
you can win
That's
a
true.
whole ton of money.
That's true.
A whole ton
Look
of
at
money.
Mo. He's getting the massage there.
Yeah. And we have massages available 24/7 at the bike.
That's right.
Too. Come
That's
down
right.
and play and have a massage at your table.
We got masseurs and masseuses, both.
Yes, we do. And come down. If you look at Mo from his upper right-hand shoulder there, you can see, some food. You have service right at the table all the time, too. Every hour.
Oh, that massage looks like it feels good.
Yeah.
Pot has been raised.
Dollar a minute.
It looks like seat 7 brought in a raise with ace 7 suited. Moderate raise. An okay hand from out back.
Ace 7 of clubs.
Yeah, an okay hand. No.
Got a rainbow flop there. That means different suits.
Different suits. No one really flopped much of anything. Seat 9 flopped second pair with a weak kicker. And they checked around to the razor, and she checked back. And now here comes the ace. She spiked an ace. Got top pair. Seat 7. They're going to check back
50.
to seat 7. And he's going to put in a bet. He's going to take down the pot.
Who is seat 7 anyway? That's a new player?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, it's Robert. You said she. I thought it was a lady.
Yeah,
you let you're thinking of in seat 8.
Oh,
that's Robert. Sorry, Robert. Didn't mean to call you a woman.
Sorry about that, Robert. Oh, there we go. Now we can definitely see. We see seat 8 here a lot too, right?
Youlette's hostess here. She's one of our no-limit hosts.
Quite a strong player too. She mixes her game up pretty well. So we have Winning the Green coming up next month.
Yeah.
And then have some tournaments coming up in between that and Legends as well.
Now, let me see here. Because the World Series moved from May to June,
now.
July,
Yeah.
I had to move my Stars and Stripes tournament from July all the way back to, I think it's in April.
Really? Is it still going to be called Stars and Stripes?
Yeah,
though?
we're going to call it the same thing.
People know that it was named that.
And then the
because it
mini
was in July.
series of poker, which is a mirror of the World Series at a much lower buy-in rate, 5% I think it is, will be June, July.
Now that mini series of poker, when you say it's a mirror,
We play the same
play
games
the
that
same
they
games,
play.
really? So you
It's
play
the
a low
easiest
ball-
tournament for me to put together because I just copy their schedule.
So you play like a low ball tournament, an Omaha Pot Lemon High tournament, some
Exactly.
games that you don't
Whatever
normally
they
see
play,
spread.
we play it.
Yeah, some games you don't normally see.
But we only charge 5% of their buy-in. So
Okay.
$1,500 buy-in there is $75 here.
Oh, that's very interesting. I don't think that's really done anywhere else where you
No.
can say enter a draw low ball tournament for $75.
We've been doing it 5 or 6 years now.
Oh, really?
It might be it's year 5 or 6.
Was that your idea to put that together?
Yeah, actually it was. Actually, Robert Turner and I came up with that plan.
People aren't not familiar with Robert Turner. What exactly is his title?
Robert's the executive host here at the bike.
Executive host. You can come down and say hi to him if you come down and play at the bike too.
Robert's in charge of all the prop players.
Right.
How are you?
We staff some
Yeah,
prop
I did
players
before
here.
I
They
did.
help keep games going and start new games. They're paid employee by the bike. However, they do play with
had
their
it
own
before,
money.
right?
That's right. And I am
No, you
actually
had
one of those.
You are one of those. So
And
sometimes it's profitable and sometimes it isn't. Right?
That's right. You know, it's funny. I tell people that I'm a prop player, and people don't realize that we play with our own money, so we can, win or lose thousands of dollars in days. That's
right.
A day.
I waited too long.
I bet a lot of people think you play with the house money, right?
Yeah, they think what's called the shill, which
Yeah.
is something different. You don't have to explain to them.
I've gotten that when I've played in a couple of my tournaments. You know, they think I don't put any money up.
Mine,
Right.
check.
It's my money. It's my money.
They might let them soak in it.
Now, again, kind of a garbage flop here. No one really picked up much of anything.
Gut
Still
shot
was-
straight for
Gut shot straight for seat two.
2.
But we're still not looking at any
That's
type
about
of pairs.
that's about it.
Yeah, this is the type of pot where I was saying before when you're out of the room, Danny. Sometimes we see a flop checked around, and a turn comes on a blank. Someone from first position can just kind of throw in a bet and take the pot
Sure,
down.
sure.
It looks like Boris called from out back though.
I will show you later.
Huh?
I will show you later.
I checked you, Mo.
Excuse me, Mo. I'm sorry.
Mo.
You
Mo.
check already, right?
Confused with another player here at the mic.
Check.
I have no pair.
You lose.
Okay.
I think Mo had a pair of 6s or something.
Pair of sixes. Pair of sixes to get.
Oh, they have
Must be the massage.
Yeah. He looks kind of relaxed. Sometimes he's a little bit high strung.
Well, maybe they sold them.
Yeah, more money.
And the other
More of
thing,
my money.
too, Denny, is that
yeah,
people
man.
don't realize is that we run
Even.
weekly tournaments here at the bike called Nooner and Nooner Nights.
We
as
sure
well.
do.
Not just necessarily those special tournaments.
In fact, our next one will be Sunday night. It's a Headhunter Limit Hold'em. The Headhunter part means there's a bounty involved. Every player you knock out, you win an extra $5. And I believe the buy-in Sunday night is $25 plus a $5 entry fee. And there's $10 rebuys.
$10 rebuys. Those are, some of
That's
these,
been raised to
small tournaments
$75.
can be very fun because if you have a no-limit tournament that say, I think that we spread some of our Nooner tournaments, which are $20 buy-ins with $10 rebuys.
Yeah, we'll pick up 150 players, and you pick up 400, 500, 600 rebuys.
Yeah,
it
you get a pretty
adds
good
up.
prize pool there,
Sure do.
Buy in, end up maybe make a couple of rebuys, get $50, $60, win,
We
7,
usually-
8 grand for first place.
We'll
right?
usually pay 18 places, 27 places sometimes.
If you want to hone your tournament skills and you don't want to put up that much money, come down here and then, if you happen to, do well in the tournament, that's great. If you happen to bust out, come to play one of our side games. We're always spreading, any limit.
We got a live
100,
straddle
100
3 times in a
buy-ins,
row.
people like that, 200 buy-ins. And then, of course, you have the jackpots while you're still down here, too, so you really can't lose,
Robert Turner walking
The
in
devil,
here.
Robert Turner, is entered the room.
We only have 2 mics, so we're not going to let Robert talk to you. It's going good. Robert asked how it's going. It's going good. For those of you that just tuned in, this is a No Limit Hold'em game. It's a live game, $500 buy-in. Lines are 5 and 10. We are live at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens. We're just outside of Los Angeles.
Yeah, we saw seat 3 bring in
just you.
a raise of ace queen. He's going to take down the pot. Ace jack from seat 7 had limped in originally, and now we're going to see a nice position bet. He's just going to pick up a pot. A lot of times when you see a bunch of limpers in a no-limit game, it's smell weakness, and from the back you can make a pretty nice position bet.
And he's a new player, so nobody...
no one knows what he's going to do.
They don't
exactly.
know what he's going to do. Welcome to the game.
And again, for people who aren't familiar with cash games, you know, it's much different than a no-limit tournament style. You always can go back into your pocket. Chips are actually worth real cash value. So you're going to tend to play somewhat, you know, you could most likely going to play a little bit more hands than you would in a normal tournament. You're not going to be afraid of, quote-unquote, busting out anymore because you can put, you know, pull out money from your pocket. So you're going to see some different types of plays.
Yes, no problem.
And on this broadcast, we are always going to see the cards from our whole cam. So.
Anybody have anything? Can you see over there? Oh, look up above. Nobody has much of anything. Here it comes. Got a pair of 10s.
So seat 7's picked up, you know, top pair. There wasn't much action before the flop. He's going to put in a small bet with his top pair.
He's probably going to win the whole thing. Yes,
He's
sure
take it
does.
down. No draws or anything like that.
Sure does.
A powerful play with that type of flop would sometimes be if someone had, you know, spiked 2, 3 6s on the flop and maybe checked to the 10 and he had bet, and then you make a check raise on the turn with 3 6s, and then the person with top pair is in a tough position from out back, right?
Yeah.
See that a lot.
So, Robert, you out of the tournament? Robert won his table. He qualifies for the finals. Congratulations.
And you know, tonight's tournament, Denny was a shootout, and I don't know if you explained that to the
No, a shootout
broadcast
is
viewers.
where you play to one winner at each table.
Right.
In this case, we modified it a little bit, but basically that's what it is.
So people who are familiar with satellites or sit and goes on the internet, you basically come down and you sit with 9 other people, and you play at a table, and if you win that table, you go on and play at a smaller kind of a mini tournament with all the winners
Exactly.
of the table. So
You advance to the finals, you're guaranteed prize money, and it's an elimination tournament from that point on. So Robert's on a little break here while they wait for the other tables to play down, which, will probably be about 10 o'clock. That's my guess. That's usually about how long they take. 20-minute rounds. Takes about 3 hours to get them all played down.
Robert always seems to be winning tournaments.
Robert's a good tournament player. His luck varies a lot of times. Sometimes he's real hot, and sometimes he's ice cold. He's had a couple bad years here recently, but he's had some scores too. I remember Robert used to be real hot here at the bike. Won a couple best all rounds and got a couple cars. But that's the way it goes. Tournament poker, you can't win them all. And you do have your streaks, just like you have streaks in a live game. You know, sometimes it doesn't matter how good of a player you are. It's that luck factor. You still need that to get you through. What do we got?
Now, Denny, we see a pure bluff here from seat 2, just taking down the pot with ace high.
Ace high.
Seat 7 was on a gut shot straight draw, and probably was afraid of the third club and had no pair. So, this guy in C2, actually, I've seen him make a couple of steal bets from up front. He sensed some weakness.
Get me in that game. I'll have to call him down. My luck, he'll have it.
Yeah, I said.
Well, that's always the key in this game. Is to change up play, right? Never know what someone's going to do.
Live at the Bike is brought to you by Joker Gaming in association with iStream Planet.
Look at Mo. He's got that lump of food there, and he's still having his massage.
I think Mo's finished with the food.
Really?
It's been there a while. He just hasn't asked the porter to take it away yet. Or maybe he's nibbling on it.
Got him narrowed down, don't you, in such a short time.
Again, we're going to see a bunch of limpers coming into the flop. Remember, you can limp with almost anything in no limit because of the implied odds on the flop.
It's got to be a lot.
I'm going to let Robert Turner take over for a minute here, and I'm going to go pop in on the tournament, take a look. I'll be back.
30. How you doing, Robert?
Tonight, so far, so good.
So far, so good, huh? You won your table in the shootout tournament?
My table, now I got to win the event.
What was the buy-in for that tournament tonight?
It was small.
No.
It was $100 per couple.
$100 per couple?
Yeah. Tomorrow is
Thank
a sweetheart tournament.
Well, how is that exactly going to work?
It's a tag team event.
It is, with couples again.
Right, with couples. It's kind of a Valentine's promotion type thing.
So I was telling the people that were watching this that you've had like a lot of success.
How you doing?
Specifically in no limit hold'em tournaments, and you know that can translate to no limit hold'em cash games. What do you think your key to placing well in these types of tournaments is? It aggressiveness, taking advantage of your position, things in that manner?
I think I'm considered pretty aggressive with a nickname of Chip Burner.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good aggressive thing.
Would you tend to rather play a tournament where you'd rather build your chips up fast or go broke, or do you kind of tend to grind it out sometimes, or it depends on the
More of
situation? Fast starter. A lot of people in these types of tournaments feel that the first three levels sometimes don't matter that much, but really, really good players, I see that they can take advantage of the first few levels and build up
Good luck to all
quite an
of you.
advantage.
One of the keys is you need to win a pot.
Thank you.
Not necessarily bust somebody. But you need to, if you start with $1,000 in a tournament, you need to get it up to like $1,200 or $1,300. So now you cannot go broke. No matter what happens to the next hand, if you go all in, you'll still have chips left.
You'll still have chips left.
Yeah,
Right.
so the key is to jump out with a little bit of lead, so you have that little insurance backup.
So if you don't have that chip backup, but you feel that you're trying to get it, will you gamble it up a little bit in the beginning so that if you go broke, then you're done? But now you have the chips. Now you're going to have that pad where you can play that type of strategy.
Yeah,
Do you tend to gamble it up a little bit in the beginning?
I think most of the players today gamble it up a little bit.
Yeah.
The blinds are cheap, and you usually
Top
have
and
adequate
raise,
chips.
25.
Later on, when the blinds are pretty high, you have to go ahead and commit yourself just about any hand you raise.
I know.
Now, Robert, do you play in these types of games sometimes, these no-limit cash games?
And I just
Oh, yeah, I played all day today. You know, we have a jackpot of $85,000.
Yes, we do. We were telling
It's probably the largest no-limit jackpot in history. It's right here at the bike 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day, huh?
Yeah, aces full of 10.
He checked telling the people that were watching that the loser gets 50%, winner gets 25%, and the rest of the people who might not even be involved in the hand get a table share.
Right.
It's really quite a deal. And I was telling them also about the limit of open super jackpots. It's up to $100,000 certain times during the afternoon.
Right, 6 hours a day, it's $100,000 in the 6-12 games.
So, if you're not that familiar with Texas Hold'em that you want to learn, come on down here and you can walk out $50,000 richer, though, too.
Yeah. Whoops, we have free poker lessons.
Right.
And also, you can learn how to play poker at liveatthebike.com.
Liveatthebike.com, which you can also qualify for some free-roll tournaments here that we run.
Right.
It's really
you can technically go to liveatthebike.com, start with 0, and win $1 million.
Now let's take a look at this. Seat 5's flopped the nuts straight. Seat 9,
Oh, you may have fun with this. You bet that much.
has top pair. So Seat 5 has put out
Yeah, fuck this.
size bet. He's going to try to get more. Excuse me, Mo. I keep confusing with another player. Mo to call.
Yeah, fucking aces.
I don't have any.
It's a pretty tough laydown, right, Robert? For Seat 9, top pair.
I give it to him.
Is he going to lay down the top
I was
pair? It's a
doing
great
that.
laydown if he does.
But Mo's a very good player.
Yeah.
He'll probably figure this one out.
Yeah.
Pocket, king, showdown pocket.
No.
You lose.
He calls.
I know. Yeah,
I never guess what I have.
5-6.
Aces.
No, not straight.
Oh, nice. Oh, you flopped it.
Flop the nut straight. Mo's kind of in a tough position there. It's really, really difficult to lay down around.
Getting that massage had him in la-la.
Yeah.
Pocket queen, I didn't ace him. I knew.
Thank you, sir.
I know you got the queen on the pair.
So tell us some of the differences you think with between a cash game and some of the viewers who have only seen basically what's only been televised, which is tournament style poker play versus no limit cash games. Can you tell us some of the differences and why someone would want to, be interested in a no limit cash game?
Cash games are a lot harder.
I don't ever play that.
Cash games, you have to learn to manage your money. You have to survive. If you're a professional player, you have to learn to manage your bankroll between your domestic life and your gambling life.
And actually, it was kind of funny. I was telling some of the viewers before that I had just come on and worked under you as the prop here. And, I've been playing poker pretty much full time for the last 3 or 4 years, but in this game, if you're going to play it professionally, bankroll is everything. You make money, but it's your only job, so you have to pay your bills and manage your bankroll at the same time.
Bankroll's your tools to work with.
Absolutely, just like chips are your tools.
Like a carpenter goes to work with his hammer and saw. Poker player goes to work with his bankroll.
I got a possible straight here.
This is an interesting flop too, because there could be so many. None of the players have any draws, so there could be so many draws that anybody who shows strength can pick up the pot. And C2 actually bet with second pair with a overcard kicker. Took the pot down.
He's a pretty aggressive player. He seems to be picking up these pots.
He has, and I made a comment about that earlier before he came in. He's been making a lot of early position bets into pots where he senses weaknesses. It seems like anytime a flop is checked around, he's going to bet right into it on 4th Street and he picks up a pot. Now, they're saying that, one of the great books written about No Limit Hold'em, Super System, Doyle Brunson talked about how you really make most of your money in No Limit Hold'em by stealing small pots. Not necessarily putting all your chips in and winning big pots, but accumulating chip stacks, like you said, even in tournaments, and, accumulating chip stacks so that you can make those big bets sometimes, because you have those chips.
I predict next week we'll probably have Doyle Brunson here as a guest commentator.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've had a lot of top stars stop by so far, including Johnny Chan, three-time world champion, has been a broadcaster here. Stars are going to continually to come by the bike.com to talk to the players out there in the internet land.
Oh, that's great. And again, we're broadcasting from 6 to 10 every night from Wednesday to Saturday. Yes, so, if you're on the internet, you just look right on Live at the Bike.
Plus, the Bike's the second largest card club in the world. And we have everybody from TV stars to movie stars to the poker's greatest players play here on a daily basis. So it's real convenient to stop by the broadcast booth here and talk to the people out on the internet.
No call, sir.
And some of the people who are watching who don't actually necessarily know a lot about the live poker scene realize that the poker scene in LA, especially in this area in Los Angeles, are very, very, very big. And if people have only been to Vegas and seen card rooms in Vegas, they come out to Los Angeles and it's a whole different world, isn't it?
Right. It wouldn't surprise me that we don't have more poker tables inside the Bike than the whole city of Las Vegas.
Exactly.
So if you're going to play poker, LA's the city to live in.
Absolutely. And that's why I moved out here from the East Coast, and the weather too. C2 is just going to limp in. It looks like he has King Deuce suited, which isn't really much of a strong hand, but he's from Black. So we'll see what's going to happen on the flop, and I'm going to think that he's going to make a bet into this. C7 did flop top pair here.
He might get hurt here. He's a pretty aggressive player. And
he is. And look, he bet the bottom pair. Now C7, of course, the check raise. This is a good hand, actually. Good learning hand. Let's see what the aggressive player from behind is going to do here.
100 more, sir.
He also has backdoor flush potential. People who don't know what that means. It means that he has 3 suited cards with 2 to come.
I don't think many players at this level play a backdoor flush.
No.
It's not on their mind.
No. But it's just something else to add if he's thinking maybe the person doesn't have a pair who's check raising. He has a pair with an overcard, and then maybe just a tiny bit more, just in the back of his mind, thinks that he has some backdoor flush potential where he can pick up a bigger draw on the turn.
Are you supposed to give him like play-by-play?
They are inside.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Is there Danny and Shirley?
They switch off. Rick and
looking at seat 7, who has the dealer.
It's a live straddle.
Seat 5 who has the dealer button, which of course, if people are unfamiliar with poker, the dealer button is the person who's last to act, and it's the most advantageous position that you can be in, especially in no limit hold'em, because you get to see what everyone does in front of you, and then get to act. A lot of times in this game, if people are going to check to you, good players in no limit hold'em are going to bet regardless of what they have, right, Robert?
Right.
Just because they sense weakness with a check.
One blue chip, sir?
I was speaking with Yoshi Nakano earlier, and he said that next week on Thursday night he may bring a real big cash game here, maybe a 500 and 1,000 limit or 1,000, 2,000 limit game.
Really?
He's talking to some of the top players in the world, including maybe Jerry Buss. So we may feature a game next Thursday night at 6 o'clock, which will probably be the largest cash game in the world right here at the Bicycle Casino at 6 o'clock.
And if people have never been down to the Bicycle Casino, you can see consistently some players that they would recognize and some important people they recognize. Jerry Buss plays here all the time. We see Ted Forrest here.
Right. It's possible that Ben Affleck will even play in this game next Thursday night. He'll definitely be invited.
And if anyone's familiar with Card Player magazine in this week's issue, on the back of the cover, there was a nice advertisement for the 300, 600, 400, 800 mixed limit games that Yosh hosts, which actually is the biggest game in town that goes on a consistent basis.
Exactly right.
150.
There's kind of an interesting hand here, Robert. Two people share the same hand. There's 3 jacks out. 10 jack, 10 jack, jack 7, and he's 3.
I lost $20.
What do you think about 10 jack suited? You know, there was actually a lot of talk about that a few years ago, about how that hand can be almost
the number 16th ranked hand.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad hand. It's a good trap hand.
There was talks about that hand, you know, multi-way being even more valuable than when it seemed.
Oh yeah. No, it's not a bad hand.
Not a bad hand. Not necessarily a good hand to go heads up against someone, right? But with a multi-way pot.
You know, these guys are playing no limits. So,
right.
Not necessarily the hand you have, it's how you play it.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with the hand, starting wise.
And
a 10 jack will destroy 2 4s. So you
yes,
look
it
at
will.
it like that.
And Mo took that hand down with a nice bet.
Did I show you king? No. I show you one of them.
He actually came over the top with 10 jack suited. Small blind, maybe sensing some weakness from the other players. Just didn't get to see the flop.
Right.
Yeah. Those queens sort of surprised me.
That's a pretty powerful bet. You got to respect the guy who bets from out of position pretty big, meaning he's going to have a good hand. Because again, position is everything in this game.
Me down.
And he knows he's going to be first to act after that.
Yeah,
So.
king deuce clubs. Ace is clubs.
One of the other great things about the bike, Robert, people are unfamiliar with some of the other card rooms in Los Angeles, is the rate, which is the portion that the house takes, is much, much lower here than any other card clubs in town.
Lowest rake you'll probably get to play in the world.
Yeah.
Plus, we give a rebate. We give a cash rebate to all players with our rewards card.
Our rewards card. And Rick and I were talking about everyone gets food at the lower levels. They just put in 3 hours to get a free meal at the yellow chip games, which are...
You're calling a goat head?
I said, check to you.
75.
You said goat head.
Goat head?
Goat head.
And Robert, you know, it's interesting. We have an interesting hand here because everyone is in the pot, which is pretty rare for a no-limit hold'em cash game, right?
My queen's no good.
Those purple chips you see in the pot are $25 chips, and the yellow chips are the $5 chips.
And seat 4.
The king is no good?
Queen.
Thank you, sir.
Seat 5 actually stole that pot, Robert. Look, if you take a look, seat 4 had the best hand, the queen with a weak kicker. Seat 5, we didn't even have a draw, just took it down with ace 2. It's a great example of a no-limit hold'em. Excellent example.
Denny Williams is off break, back in the studio. He's not on a break. He's back there running the tournament, and he's dual rated tonight.
I've seen the action.
Robert, you said you won your table, right?
Right. We're going to start back at around 11 o'clock.
I see.
Oh, it's 25? What's going on?
It's been raised now.
Okay, I'm going to turn this microphone back over here to Denny Williams, our tournament director here at the Bicycle Casino.
Thank you.
Two
I
players.
enjoyed it.
Robert, it's been a pleasure.
Check.
I get, 10%?
25?
You know his wife is going to knock him out of the tournament. That's the problem.
Oh, is his wife playing
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Oh, the couples tournament. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Well, it's play against him, though.
Against him.
It's women against men.
Oh, is that how it's set
Yeah.
up tonight? Women against men.
I had in the shootout, see, there's two parts to a shootout. There's a qualifying round and then there's the finals. For the qualifying part of the shootout, I had all the women play against each other, all the men play against each other. And then now the finals are going to combine. It'll be 31 women, 31 men. And they all get a little bit of money.
Jenny, you've been doing this for a long time, and Robert has too. Like over the last 10, 15 years, and compared to the last 2 or 3 years in the boom of poker, there's a lot of women coming up now that are great
Oh,
players.
sure,
right?
sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of women, a lot of kids, too.
A lot of young people, huh?
Oh, a lot of 21-year-olds, 22. I mean, security's always asking for ID
Yeah.
around here because they look like they're 16. Who knows they might be. I don't know how good the fake IDs are nowadays, but in my day, they weren't too hard to.
Right. I've been talking to a
Yeah.
lot of old timers too. They said that just the competition now is just so much better than it ever has been before.
Yeah.
There was a lot more good players, a lot less dead money.
I wouldn't be surprised on the internet to get a lot of underage play.
Oh,
they
absolutely,
play for
'cause how
free
could you
side.
enforce
And
it?
they there's C4 has 2 5s here. There it is, ace 4, 4 9, 2 5s,
There are two players.
king jack, and 10 8.
And it looks like we're going to 2 5s against Jack King. And this is going to be an interesting hand because seat 4 with the 2 5s checks it.
Oh, Robert just told me 2 5s is known as presto.
Presto.
Why do they call it presto?
He did.
It's an RGP thing, okay. Presto.
No, actually, we didn't see any strength by either of these players down through the entire hand. Jack King could have bet in from the back and then
Sure.
bet in.
Now pair of
Pocket
fives.
should have taken down with that board.
He's
Which
got
is
it.
Good, you know.
It's not a whole lot of money, but still.
Are you familiar with seat 5, Danny?
No, I am not.
Because I got to tell you that was somewhat of a little bit of a weak play. Someone checking, and letting them take down a small pair on that hand.
You saying he sucks?
No, I'm not necessarily saying he sucks, but I think he could have taken down that pot with a good bet. But
Robert told me he's one of the top players in the world, been playing high stakes for years.
Oh, there we go. Well, that's just going to show you how much I know.
He's won millions of dollars.
Really?
Why?
You know his name, Robert? Jack.
I don't know if Robert would have checked, though, with someone checked in front of him.
Robert never checks.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
I don't know if he would have let.
Hence the name Chip Burner Turner.
A win's a win.
4 players.
Robert's wife is in here. Charity, are you going to knock Robert out of the shootout? Absolutely, she says.
So we're looking at C3, who's got top pair, and looks like this checked around Denny again. Yes. See a lot of strength.
Yeah, it's kind of boring tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of premium.
That's why we've been joking about other things,
Again, it's going to be checked around. C3 from up front, I guess he's worried about his kicker, huh? And now the queen comes out.
$10.
He's going to make a $10 bet down there. Let's see if Mo tries to... And Mo put in a raise with absolutely nothing. Mo has
entitled to do that.
He has nothing.
Oh, he's got a gut shot straight draw. He needs a 6. Oh, well, there's we're there.
All the cards are out.
Well, some games here at the bike, they changed the river cards.
and
shoot. Did I just make an ass of myself?
6 card hold'em. I don't know if they
remember my name is Rick Cloward. Rick Cloward, okay?
So, anyway, C3 called with his ace, and it was good. And Mo turned over 9 high.
I can't sit down here.
Hey, play for free at thebike.com. No buy-ins, no entry, no deposits required. I'd tell you more, but the graphic disappeared on it. Okay. Enter into, we have one of 3 weekly free rolls where you can actually earn cash. It's a free tournament at thebike.com.
How are you?
The other thing I wanted to ask you, Denny, is have you played at No Limit Cash games online before?
Yes.
And did those games seem to differ from live play as well?
Well, no, not really.
No?
No.
Even though you can't necessarily see the people?
You got some weaker players, I would think.
Yeah.
You know, but there's more of them too.
More of them.
Seat 6 got a new player. His name is Jorge.
25.
He's a very aggressive player, I've been told.
Yes, I'm familiar with Jorge. Very familiar with Jorge.
I believe he's dating or married to one of our employees here.
Thank you.
Remember correctly. That's all I'm going to say. Here comes the action. Action's going to step up with Jorge in here. He's going to come in, take the big blind.
Yes.
10.
Well, we haven't seen many live players in this game tonight, so hopefully we can.
He just bought $205 chips, $325 chips.
Which is a pretty short buy in this type of game, isn't it, Denny?
Well, it's a $500 buy-in.
$500 min buy-in, right?
Oh, that's right. You can buy more in this one. This is the only game where, because the 100, you can only buy 100. The 200, you can only buy 200. But this is a 500 minimum.
If you decide to
So there are different, you know.
What's George got just for kicks? He's got a 10-4 offsuit. He has the big blind. I doubt if he'll call the extra money. But
Oh, we finally see a nice hand, and we're not going to see any action on it. Pocket kings from C3.
He raised it too much. C2 is contemplating.
And he had limp to in with Jack 9.
Oh, you got a call. C2's calling.
Let's hope that maybe they can get a Jack on the flop and see something.
That'd be nice. Well, look at that.
Now, this
Better
is
than
gonna
a
be
jack.
nice hand.
We got 3 nines, trip
3
nines.
nines against an overpair from C3. Let's see what C2, who's been aggressive the whole night, let's see what he does.
He bets $15, or is that $75?
C2 checked into the kings, and C3 is bet $75.
That's right. That's what I said. He's slow playing. He said, I'm going to go one more card here.
Disguising a draw, possible straight draw, possible flush draw.
Look at that,
And
full
look
house.
at this. He's filled up.
Now let's see how he plays it. Keep that shot wide for us. Let's see the action here. Other side of the table, please.
And now he's gonna bet fairly big. Looks like at least a couple of
$100.
Now, what do you think is going through Pocket King's mind to see through right here?
Does he have a 9? Did he make a straight? I would think the 9 because he said one more card. I mean straight. But he's going to raise the pot here.
And look at this. And actually, C2 had bet 270, they said, and he's going to come over the top and see.
He just raised it another. Now, does he move all in here, or does he just raise him another 100?
175. And Denny,
175 more.
It looks like he's.
We got one more card left too. He might milk it. He might just call and milk it.
Yeah. Could do a smooth call and wait for the river. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. He's just going to call. Oh, excuse me. He's raising with cash.
Get in there. What do we got?
$400?
Yeah, 400. 500. $500.
So we're looking at a bet, a raise, and a re-raise.
How much money does C3 have left there? Let's zoom in. He's got about 3, 4, 5, about 500 there. Just about enough to cover the bet. I can't see C3 calling this down.
Even with the overpair there, just too many draws out there and the possibility of the 9.
You got the pair of 9s there. You got the C2 saying, I want to see one more card.
They'd have everything.
hinting that he wanted to see maybe a straight draw or something.
And C3 is actually not drawing necessarily dead. He can spike a king on the river and make a hand.
Yeah, he could. King's full of nines.
Yep. And then we would really see some fireworks.
Well, no, we wouldn't because he's going to be all in here if he calls. Just about. He's going to lay it down.
That's a good laydown.
Let's see if C2 shows his hand.
Remember, C2 is always playing aggressive, so he might not want to do that. Give away anything.
I think he said, give me $5, I'll show you my cards.
No.
No,
he
he
did.
shows the
He
cards.
showed
He
him.
shows the full house. What a great hand, Danny. That's probably the best hand we've seen all night, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, bro.
It's not that the hand was great, the flop was great.
The flop was great, yeah.
And the turn was even better. Wow, a lot of money right there.
Now, you can really see a lot of money. I actually remember seeing a hand like that a few years ago in a tournament, but it would work the same way with a cash where, let's say the guy in seat 2 flops 9-9 jack, and he's got 9s full of jacks, but the turn comes a king, and the guy behind him is flopped kings full, and then you really see some fireworks. Both players think they have the best hand.
Right.
And, you know, both of them had more money. We would have seen maybe some more play there in that hand.
Seat 4 has an ace. I can't see what he's got with it. 2 aces, seat 4, pocket rockets.
Is that the first time we've seen that all night too, Denny?
No. We've had a lot of pocket aces here tonight.
Have we really? Just when I came in the room.
Seat 6, before Jorge got here, had him 2 times in like 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
I don't think he got any action on it either time.
Now, aces, I think, brought this hand in for 40. He raised to 40, which is
40. Here comes George. And Robert said George is a loose player. He's got what, ace 8 diamonds?
If I put the action 10, there are 2 players.
So we're looking at pocket aces.
Yeah, 4 and 6. Seat 1 is folded.
7, 8, 9.
Seat 1 folded, so he's out of there. Queen 9,
Let's
6.
see what Jorge does here. And he has absolutely nothing. But that's an aggressive player. You might just try to take a stab right away.
Jorge's first to act.
I'm sorry? Yeah, that's it.
He checks.
But he checks.
$150.
$150. I can't see Jorge calling.
I couldn't imagine Jorge calling this. I mean, he's most likely going to fold.
4 is up.
And I was going to say, if he senses some weakness, he might go over the top, maybe with a double-sized re-raise. But
Yeah.
he makes the right play.
What's with the sunglasses? We're inside. Why do players wear sunglasses?
Well, you know,
You got some on yourself.
I do, actually. These are prescriptions so I can see the TV screen. A lot of people think, it's funny, players wear sunglasses. A lot of people think it's so that people can't see their eyes, but it's actually not that. It's not specifically that. It's more that you don't want to see other people. You don't want other people to see
Where you're looking
at them.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because you could be, really looking, trying to get a tell off of someone, and
Now, do you know? Are you able to read a tell off somebody? Can you think of one player that you know their tell every time?
I think it's really different every time, Danny. I mean, I think that's written about, and you see it in movies.
I did. I saw a movie the other night. What was it? Let me think about this. Go ahead.
You read it in books, you see movies that, someone has a tell down, but, a lot of times poker really is about playing odds and playing different situations more than it is about tells.
I know the movie. I was watching the new movie, Mr. 3000. It's a baseball movie.
Oh, okay.
And the actor there, he was watching the pitcher, and whenever the pitcher brought his elbow into his side, he threw a curveball. And that was the tell that, and he passed it on to the team, and the team took advantage of that.
Oh, we got C1 who's flopped 3 jacks.
That's also known as a set.
A set of 3 jacks.
Jacks.
And C3, he's got ace king. C1's going to come out with a bet. No slow playing. He's got 2 diamonds on the board.
Ace king's going to call.
Now, ace king has 2 upper cards and a straight draw. Denny, if you were to catch a 10, he would have the best.
We're head up, by the way, folks. Seat 7 folded already. Now we got a full house. Jack's full of deuces.
And let's see, I would assume the jacks would check here, Denny. What would you think? Because he's got the best hand.
Sure, why not?
Why not, check?
Well.
And look, he's going to get a bet from C3.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Ace king. Maybe put in a little raise. Hope he calls, and then hope a 10 hits the river so he makes it straight.
Would you think about smooth calling this, or look how disinterested he looks in the hand?
I heard somebody say all in, so no, he didn't smooth call it at all,
Yeah.
Mr. Kim.
And
No, I don't.
quickly
I don't think I'd take the chance. I mean, you don't know what the guy has. What if he has pocket queens? You know,
Right.
He's taking the lead. Maybe he's just trying to. I don't like to fool around. If I got a hand, I'm going to make you pay to see it.
Well, I play very straightforward like that too. Just in that case in particular, if I think someone's drawing for something like a flush or a straight, and I've made a full house on the turn, I'm going to try to let them take one off to make their hand on the river.
Right.
Definitely. But we've seen a couple interesting hands, and we're going to see more of it as we're broadcasting Wednesday through Saturday from 6 to 10.
That's
every
right.
single week.
I'll be here tomorrow night.
And for people who've been watching tonight, you can see how maybe some of the lower limits are played tomorrow when it's the $200 max buy-in.
We got a sweetheart weekend going on. Why don't you bring your husband or wife or boyfriend, girlfriend? We got a tag team event just for you tomorrow. It starts at 2:15 in the afternoon. It's going to be limit hold'em, headhunter limit hold'em with a no limit final table. It's $120 for the couple. It'll be a lot of fun.
5 players.
By the way, the first 25 ladies to arrive will get in for free. But if you plan on doing that, I'd get here around noon and get in line because it's going to fill up fast.
And we're going to look at seat 3 and seat 9. Both have the same hand.
They sure do.
Second pair.
Sure,
25.
Sure glad they're different suits. Yeah, they both got top or middle pair.
Middle pair.
Seat 8's got the small pair. Nobody's got a king.
What is Mo going to do here?
Not this time.
Mo
folded.
Mo folded.
Mo folded.
Seat 3 picked it up.
I mean, second pair with a weak kicker is not a great game. If someone's going to bet into, even if it's a small amount, you really have to think about calling, even though Mo had position on that.
We're live at the bike, folks. Bicycle Casino, just outside of Los Angeles. This is a live action, no limit hold'em game with a $500 minimum buy-in.
Denny, tomorrow night when we're broadcasting the 200 game, I think we're going to actually see a lot more pre-flop all-ins compared to this game in particular. I know I play in those games.
Right,
sometimes.
because that game is structured. You can't buy in for more than 200. So.
Right. So you're going to see somebody shove in with aces, kings, and sometimes maybe ace, king, queens, jacks. And we're going to see all the cards spread out. That happens quite a bit.
Pot's been raised, 25.
So it's going to be a little bit different than this game.
Seat 7 rather raised at $25. 1, 6, and 7 are all in.
Seat 7 brought that.
Seat 1 has deuce 3. Look at these hands. Oh, too bad the spades didn't fall.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
Yes, it would have been.
Oh, I don't know.
Ace 4, pair of aces.
Probably going to take this hand down.
That's seat 7. That's.
It's funny. I've been looking at Jorge, and he's been limping in with a lot of hands, and he just wants to make a move, but he just can't do it yet.
That's right. He hasn't got the right hand.
Situation to do it.
Lines, please. Thank you, sir.
Friday night, Saturday night at the bike, it's jam-packed action here. I don't think we have a table left open.
Oh,
They're all going. That's over 100 poker tables going right now. Not to mention all the blackjack action and Asian game action. We got karaoke.
And just some of the
bar.
Some of the things that just make this casino great are just the fact that when it gets busy, there still are servers that you can find.
Sure.
Floor men are very nice. The rake back system. Get paid to play here. The jackpots. Just
We usually have a lot of games. One particular, let's say you play 3-6 Hold'em. Well, we probably have 6, 7, 8 3-6 Hold'em games to choose from. And you just got to come in and go to the board and give them your initials. And it goes pretty fast. The seat will open up and they'll call you in and get you started here. Pocket 7's against King Jack, and
I believe seat 7's also in with Ace 9, and he's flops the top pair. And look at seat 2, come right out with Pocket 7. This is going to be an interesting hand too, Denny.
it looks like
Now seat 7's got the top pair.
$75, $100. Now, if I got that Ace 9, I'm thinking he's got a bigger pocket pair is what I'm going to be thinking.
You think?
Or he has a set.
Yeah, but remember, this is from C2. We've seen him make a lot of aggressive
Well, he's
plays.
in the big blind, too, so the big blind could have anything.
2 pairs. You could have 2-9, 3 deuce. You know, I don't know if I get away from this hand, but C7 does. Yeah. So C2 with some aggressive play tonight, taking down the spots, stealing the pots, building up his chips.
Not a hand he felt very comfortable with.
Yeah.
All right. We got about 3 minutes left in the broadcast here. First of all, I want to thank you, Bart, for joining me again in the booth.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have you. Robert Turner, thanks for showing up. Thanks Z, who was here earlier, Rick Cloward, Robert's wife, Charity. Who else was in this room? My goodness, we've had Rick Nebbiolo. And you, the viewer, thank you very much for watching us live at the bike. We invite you to stop by the Bicycle Casino or at the Florence Avenue exit off the 710 freeway.
And again, the fact that we are streaming the 200 game tomorrow gives everyone the opportunity at home to maybe come down and be on this broadcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
They can't, you know. This game that we're streaming right now is a big game. The 200 game is a 200 max.
Tomorrow is affordable. We'd like you to come down. Come in early, like I said, for that tag team event. It's only $120 for the team. This is going to be our last hand, I've been told. It's only $120 for the team. It's a limit hold'em with a final of no limit hold'em. The guys and gals, they play with each other tomorrow. And it'll be a lot of fun. That tournament starts at 2:15. And then don't forget, we'll be live at the bike at 6 o'clock till 10 with the 200 by no limit hold'em tournament. And we're going to see one more hand before we call it a night.
You get it off her shirt?
Oh, this is another BB. Oh, BB. Okay, how about baby?
Seat 7 has a Queen 8. Seat 2 has Ace 5. Seat 3 has Jack 10. Seat 4 has King 10.
Oh, look at that.
Deuce 4.
I check.
C2's the only one that could like that hand.
Wow, C2 checked on the button.
There's an ace.
Play.
Ace is up.
Okay.
He ain't going to check now, I guarantee
No,
you.
he's not. The question is people going to think he's going to make a steal because he's been playing so aggressively.
And they believe him.
They believe him.
And that's going to do it for us tonight, live at the bike. I'm Denny Williams. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to say good night to Joy, good night to Kelly, good night to Evelyn, and good night to Rick. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, you're the.
I didn't move it. It was already moved.
Want to play for 5 minutes?